ECG/Island on there too.
ECG where?
On the ECG/Island.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, on the score. There you go.
On his own name.
Oh, ECG? Heard.
No. Like, I got this.
No, you're good.
You know what to do, right?
Yeah.
ECG/Island.
Oh, you meant your. Okay, yours.
Slash
Gotcha.
island slash. There you go.
Heard.
And then update.
Welcome to the
No. Before the match starts, them two. Like once it begins, like once you see like round one or duel one, then you go. Like before that happens, then you hit live.
All right.
Like I'll show you. Because you want to see their faces before they get into the game, and then of course the characters that they're gonna select.
Gotcha. We're live now?
Yeah, we're currently live.
Okay. You're saying the ECG thing. I thought you was talking about how to. When he said /ECG, I was like, oh, to turn on the stream?
Yeah. It's usually just that because people want to make sure that they have their tags.
Yeah.
But y'all good. I'm just walking them through, so.
You doing buddy?
Alright. Like just as you see the bird going, like once you see the bird go away, hit live.
Heard. All right.
Yeah. Yep, hit live. There you go. And now when their name is that long, like ECG Nightbreed, like shrink it, and then bring it.
Try bring center.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Welcome everyone. We're letting the intros play out. Two of the best women in this game. And a dog. Alright, so. Check again. Whenever we want. ECG Island Nightbreed 9. Latino technique. These are two characters that are interesting in this matchup shows. Giovanni can get in and out of your effective zone really easier. However, Bison loves to just be close to her opponent. She's one of those close ones where you kind of tether you, never let you go. She's got some mid-range pokes. She's got that classic stride. Mid-range pokes, but unlike other characters, she doesn't get a ton off of the counter moves. So for the most part, she's pushing to get close to off those counters. Yeah, probably knocks down the attack. Still got right back in, recovered from the whip. Knee on the super after kind of build some space in between.
Alright, now that since Nightbreed won, you go here and no, you don't press that. You just do that, update, that's it.
Yeah.
So I would just keep that open, yeah.
Right.
And then of course interacting with the chat. And since the mics are really low, so I'll increase the audio. So talking to the mic, like interacting with them, talk about the game.
Yeah. I hope the mic's a little bit better. Sorry about that. Getting right back into round two. Oh, gotcha. So getting right back into round number two. Once again, Viking is all over Giovanna. Giovanna's main strength in this game, in my opinion, is her ability to get in and out. But the thing is, Viking loves, when you're close to her, Viking loves just getting right in your face. And when you're far away, getting those counter hits so she can get those hard knockdowns from Tommy. Unlike other characters, Viking got these long normals, but she's not actually getting a ton of damage off of it. So rather than actually try to do a big combo, she just wants to loop her same setup over and over with the Tommy. Alright. That's round number 2. On knife read. New technique. I don't know if we're seeing just a color switch or just a mentality reset. We're seeing a whole wardrobe change. All right. Start, we're seeing a lot of space this time, but again, right back into Viking's pokes. So she can just start resetting pressure again. Giovanna's kind of put herself in the corner. Nice 6B. Buck got parried on wake up. Oh, is that going to catch it that high up? Goes right under. Oh. All right. Kind of got a little lucky there, but it's all good. Maybe that's the sort of reset that he needed. He got the mentality reset, a little lucky, and now he's feeling like he can do this. Latino technique. Trying to build a comeback in this set versus Night Queen. Once again, Giovanna accidentally put herself in the corner. Now Viking can kind of just dictate where the distances are, where the fight takes place. And taking that round right back in commanding fashion is Night Queen. Round start, 5H. That's what you love to see. A great round start button from Giovanna. Yeah, pressing against Viking 6H is one of the scariest things you can do because that is really, really active. So even though you're seeing it, by the time you see it, you're just too afraid. Counter hit looks like he tried to parry that. And the JK getting it. That's Latino technique, getting on the board. Going right into a rematch. No mentality reset. We got the wardrobe change. He's all good now. Ah, that's a charge 5D. Charge 5D. Little burst. No punish, just caught him not. Caught him asleep with some of these. Big juggles, big juggles. Keeps her in the corner, opts not to break the wall. I respect it. Viking got that damage right back. Latino technique. Down real bad. He was looking like he was starting to figure some things out. At least he's not wedging himself in the corner again. He's kind of trying to keep things honest. But these mid-range pokes, when he's not in the corner, he's struggling against these pokes. Looping with the Tommy pressure, matches his way out. The Hail Mary doesn't catch the counter hit that he was looking for. And this is looking like curtains. Back into the corner. Back into the pressure. And that'll be it. ECG Island, Knife Breed 9 takes that.
3-1. All right, once done, hit players.
All right.
Since
You got a new setup?
yeah, I'm using my stream stuff,
Okay.
like my podcast stuff, as a part of the stream. So now people hear you very clearly.
Awesome.
So Beefy, he knows how to use the stream setup, like the stream deck and whatnot. So
Everything
he'll
else
walk
is
you
the same, right?
through. Yeah, everything else is the same.
Cool. What's up, brother? How we doing?
Doing good. Nice to meet you. No, I heard a lot from you from LeMayo.
Oh, yeah?
The main practice partner.
Oh yeah, I always love playing against LeMayo. I tell you, every time I run into a bracket, I'm like clenching my butt cheeks. Like it's always a rough set.
God.
I don't know. We haven't been on stream, I don't think, in a while, but he always gives it to me. He made me learn the Anji matchup, so it's good. What I missed though? 1-1? What kind of set is that?
1-1.
That's what I'm missing. Someone changed characters earlier. They had to go back to character select.
Yeah. No, he didn't change characters or anything. What was it? Latino technique? He just completely wardrobe changed. And that actually got him around.
Okay.
That was really bad. He kept on wedging himself in the corner as Giovanna. And that's like a bird purposely clipping its wings. Because Giovanna loves to have that like range between you and be able to just zip in and out. And Viking, not like really threatening anything other than her pokes just getting like a hard knockdown or something like that. But what he kept doing is he kept on overshooting a jump, getting in the corner, immediately getting slapped.
Okay.
The first 2 games.
Awesome. Looks like we're gonna be going into. Let me check real quick. Players. David, you're player 1. You're player 1 side, yeah. Okay. I mean, they know who you are on stream. But if the pictures are wrong, I'm not changing it. But they know who you are. You can do that if you want. Yeah, it probably makes it better for the viewer. Oh, we got the tech coming in from Silverback. Senpai coming in with the technology clutch. All right, what's up, everybody? I'm peeking, man. I'm gonna turn myself down. Let me know if I'm too loud. But there we go. And then looks like we're about to get into it. We got 4-face buttons. Dave, the family favorite, versus Froggy Wallet. If you just type that in for me right there, so I don't reach over you. Froggy Wallet, Axel player, one of the many Axel players we have. And then so we gotta do switch players. And then Dave is 4-face buttons.
4-face button?
Yeah, 4-face buttons.
Oh.
I call him by his first name because that's his like power up. You know, it's like the difference between Batman and Bruce. I'm on a Bruce name basis with him, you know.
4-face buttons.
Bro, man, I tell you, he's taking the drip off because it's a power boost. He's ready to go into his, ultra instinct phase. We got May versus Axel.
May versus Axel. This is like one of those matchups that people are constantly saying goes one way or another, and it was a huge argument. And honestly, it just kind of faded out because you don't see that many Mays nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, 4-face buttons honestly one. Oh, it was a button check. I wasn't even paying attention.
No.
But 4-face buttons honestly one of the only 2 Mays that we see coming out here. For such a strong character, you expect her to be more popular.
Yeah.
But we got him and Yismail. And 4-face buttons constantly known to be top 3 at these kind of things.
Oh.
Just gonna change it there. So, last bracket, I know I wasn't here, but I saw his Twitter post. He was disappointed by his performance. So now's redemption bracket. Coming back, trying to show why he put his name on the map.
4-face buttons.
Going into it.
One 4-face buttons, the one that came through here with the sweater.
Yeah, he's got the May drip,
Hard not to spot him. Must have been really hot.
Bro, what you mean someone, I don't even know what you're talking about. Old whistle moves, like the negative edge stuff? Bro, someone already might Goku in this game. You think the whistle moves is the craziest thing we're seeing? Like, what? Alright, coming in 6H whip, giving Froggy Wall a chance to throw out some buttons. Ooh. Now here, I haven't seen Froggy Wall play in a while. You know, it's always good to see his players returning and how they improve. Very good anti-air on him coming in. Charge dust, waiting for the combo, you know, a burst bait when there's no burst on the table. It's just what happens. I think it's better to do it like that because you can get used to the timing, so you never have to worry about it.
And some people's aerials kind of get better with the later hitboxes. So it's also really good to delay it for that purpose, so it's a lot more consistent and less tight on the inputs.
Good knowledge, because I tell you, I think I've only ever hit one dust combo. Because I only have the dust like achievement on my PS4 version. I don't have it on my PSC version.
Oh my god. Who do you usually play nowadays?
Gold Lewis for gaming. Yeah. So his dust is kind of bad. Maybe I'll find a use for it eventually. We got RC coming out, gonna be taking the round, making it 1-1 first game of the set.
Nice. Round start duck, my favorite.
Alright. One of the things we're going to be looking out for is how the player punishes Dolphin. It's one of those things against May, no matter who the player is, that you have to be able to deal with efficiently. We got the good JD combos coming in, counter hit Dolphin into the super. That killed!
Yep.
Man, Axel, he's even more. He has got like no health. I was so surprised. I thought he was going to have one more chance of life. That's it. Four face buttons taking game number 1. But definitely a close one.
Yeah. Nah. Axel's built like his girlfriend, you know. He ain't got no meat on him whatsoever. Oh! Pop with one super and that's half his health.
Oh, we see it. Oh, the clip on the behind? That's crazy.
Nobody got any end lag in this game. Oh, clips.
There we're down. Yeah, finish it with the 3D. Good knockdown for the character.
I wonder if Froggy Wall was trying to 6B him there and he just got caught because she was already too far down.
I mean, interesting. You know, 6P is one of those buttons you don't see many Axel players use, but it definitely has its place. It's just you're so used to all your other great anti-air buttons, you forget the universal one. True. 6H finishes off, knocking him through the wall. You see the pop-off coming for 4 face buttons. That's his signature move. Every time he pops off on you, you know, you ever play Third Strike?
Yeah.
In that game, you know, every character has like a taunt boost. So like when they taunt, they get a power boost. That's 4 face buttons right now. He does the pop off and he gets a little bit of a boost. He does like 2% more damage with the character. Daisuke put it in just for him.
4 face buttons, another pop off, and off the round. Another game going to him.
Bro, Zeno, I already know you're going to be a Testament player for 2 weeks and then you're going back on the Axel grind. Ooh, 6P whip. Ooh, gold burst, 100% meter on deck. Good 6K catch. Profession's able to jump out, continue the pressure, and there again we see him able to just continue the pressure with the Dolphins. Ooh, 2S into the red RC. It's gonna be some big damage. Optimals taking him through, putting himself on match point here.
These corner positions from Froggy Wall, giving a lot more damage at the end of each round. He's 4 face buttons is able to close it out every single time because of that wall break and that extra little edge. Every combo is turning into. Oh,
he keeps on getting over that. You know, the hitbox from that is saving Froggy Wall a lot. Gonna have to look for a different option to off the Rensen because it appears 4 face button knows how to deal with that one.
Yep. Goes for an anti there. I was going to point it out, 4 face button was doing a lot of empty jumps. That was potentially a really good read on that, but he didn't give it to him. That's the end of that round.
Gotta do a JH, Zeno, Ame, most mid, Axel, and South Flora, given the knowledge. First face button takes the 3-0 though.
Alright.
Oh, I got you. There we go. Showing the update. Doesn't even need to. Yeah, take a look at the turnout there. We got a good turnout this week. I'm excited. I've been able to come out here for, you know, a couple of weeks now. So it's always good to get back in the swing of things, you know, see how they're turning and new faces we got. So I'm happy. Alright, let's go back to a Marvel match versus I'm ready for this. This is back on the deck. If you, I don't know how up to date you are on the lore of Flynn's gaming. But I tell you, Jack player since pretty much she launched. And then, you know, after week saying she's bottom 1, which may or may not be true. You see it posted bottom 1, bottom 3, bottom 1. Now he's back to the character, took a short, you know, vacation with Ravenfall, but she's not doing it for him. So we're excited to see it back. You know, he topped 8 last week, so the Jacko switch definitely seems to be working out for him. And overall, I think, you know, it seems like he's enjoying the game. You guys see him grind hard.
I think he was ran infestation for a while there.
I mean, I don't know where people saying they switch to RAM, but when you switch to RAM, you don't like it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know Central Florida is like Ram City. They have all the RAM players. Here, not so much. We have like Mello, and she's been on RAM pretty much since launch. And I don't know about anyone else. I do know one of our players, Omni D, who is a past Millia player, is now on the RAM grind. But once again, has that come to a single bracket where he's competed with RAM?
With RAM, yeah.
Not yet. All right, we got Marvello on player 1 side versus Herbs on player 2 side. Herbs with a Z. Put some respect on the misspelling.
Oh, shit. Nah, I got body all over it.
Oh, shoot. There we go. I'm looking at that. So that's not what I need to look at. I need to look at this one. Alright, going into it. And of course, we're seeing the known neutral from Marvello getting buffed on his approach, though. Unfortunate burst. There's going to be some big damage coming out of the chip player. Oop, choosing for a reset. Does not block the wire C, but jumps back on the grab attempt.
Chip's so short, he actually got that burst.
Yeah.
He just got that burst just for crouching.
It's one of the abilities of such a small character. And we're going to see that. You just keep on putting on the pressure until Herb shows he knows what to do. Nice Abari out, but the burst's going to keep him in. And catch him with the command grab.
RC in a command grab.
It's going to be some mixed city. And again, we see him opting not to break the wall here. He wants to stay in the corner, keep him there until he has the chance to finish out the game. You can see right there, putting himself on the board 1-0. And, you know, we need some Jacko representation because he's the only person that plays her. I still have no idea what she does.
I loved her when she first came out. I thought she was a breath of fresh air, honestly. Because you just had Axel being like the one big owner in this game.
What, JP?
It was nice to see the divergent playstyle, but that just kind of brought everyone away from her because she was just too much.
Yeah, she takes a lot of work, you know?
Simple mix-ups take up like 3 years of planning.
You need a PhD before you start that. Ooh. Alright, able to use the 5P to take out the Jacko minions. And I think that's one of the things you need to be aware of when you're playing against the character is what buttons are going to be your go-tos when trying to take them out. Because once she's able to set them up and start getting her pressure, that's when it gets dangerous. Before then, doesn't have the best buttons.
Her like special kick that she does at the end of her things as like a deterrent from you actually pressing when she pulls out her minions, it has really low range. So I saw that Marvello actually preemptively ran right as she was tucking out the minion because he was like, all right, this is the end of this string.
Yeah.
You can't reach me with that special kick.
Ooh.
Right,
Good ace, not able to finish though, a slight drop.
Yeah.
And against a player like Marvello, this is the one chance he needs. Forced to burst here. Minion coming in, swinging the lollipop. Herb staying in it. But it's so unfortunate because of that drop, he had to let go of his burst resource. Now Marvello's already up going into this last round of the second game.
Tutti gets the hard knockdown, tries to bait out a DP, doesn't give it to him. Now he's just stuck right back in the corner because he was trying to bait out that DP.
Big counter hit from the Rekka. Alright, and there we go. Gonna super him through with very little scaling on it.
Still got that extra damage from the wall though, so that's gonna be really scary. Gets the safe jump in, right back into the corner, right back into the super.
And there it is, get caught backdashing. It's a very dangerous option to do when the character is able to move so fast. Usually you can kind of back out in those kind of situations, but...
Beefy, you're gonna be next on stream after
Okay, who wanna play?
FB.
Okay.
Yeah. BP. By the way, it's FG.
Oh, my bad.
Very sponsored.
Oh yeah? Sponsored from the tournament we're in?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Gotta represent. My bad. I'll make sure I fix it.
Sponsorship from Flynn's Gaming, Marvello.
Flynn's Game Marvel. There you go. Now it's Power Boost and he needs to finish off this set. Oh, got the countdown timer going.
And use the screen to pull it backwards.
It's such an unfortunate move though, but I feel like there's gotta be something there, right?
There's some really niche setups and some 100 RC combos you can do with it. It's beautiful. Completely impractical, but
Oh, catch it with the 2D. Very far-reaching sweep for what it is. Very quick. It has more distance than you would expect. Ooh, able to poke him out with the 5K. Now we're making that distance. Again, using the free framer on chip to take out the minions.
alright.
And Herb's consistently stopping the approach. He just needs to get the opportunity to put Marvello in the blender. And this may be it. Burst on deck, trying to bait with the backdash out of the corner.
At the very least, these past few games, Herbs hasn't been forced into the corner repeatedly. So Herbs is able to do a lot more of their pressure, but see, now here comes the loops, here comes the safe
Oh,
jumps,
very
burst baits.
unfortunate burst at that point. Taking him through 236K coming out.
Yeah.
Ooh, moving through. And see him there with the stagger pressure, just looking for it, and the 5P coming out. Very good anti-air on the character, and Marvello knows how to use it. Alright, looks like I'm gonna be up on stream though.
Yeah, it was nice passing with you, BP.
Of course. Pleasure.
And my name is Keys. Nice meeting you.
Was it?
Keys.
Keys?
Yeah, like the keys.
Gotcha. I was thinking, which side was supposed to fill out? Got it.
Like his 5P, super broken inside, bro. Super broken. Cause I get the 5P, that's the full.
I think if I keep playing him, my neutral can go.
Right.
It's just you play clean. Right. Well, yeah, after that, when I see him fucking me out, you see that space, I gotta keep doing it. It's just so scary for me. I can't do it. So my mindset, I'm trying to
Experience. I guess it's really bad, but you're not telling me anything
It's on stream?
Yep. I do it as a critical guy.
Well, yeah,
You can't be showing that off.
Hey, man, how's Chicago, dude? I saw
sure if this is a button check, but we're getting right into it. FP versus BP and LT.
just keep me updated on the bracket, alright? Alright. What's up, homie? Herb, though?
sure looks good for this round start.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Herb hopping on the mic. It looks like we have Blvd versus Axel. Really difficult matchup here.
One of the
It's a
worst
side
ones, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, definitely a really hard matchup as long as they play the keep away game, but FP loves to apply that pressure and it could leave a room for error and it could be really bad. Now he's starting to keep that keep away game. Oof, big whiff.
Saying it earlier, Gold Lewis only really has two options in neutral, which is 2K
Yeah.
or swing at the wall.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to, yeah, good patience by Beefy Manatee right there. He needs one big counter hit and just like that, this could, oh, nice FD.
That was perfect.
Yeah, this is almost a checkmate situation right here. Oh, he's gonna prove me wrong. Rush him down, gets the knockdown. This is the last opportunity. He's gonna block this out. Plus frames. Oh man, yeah, he ended his turn. Good patience, just waited for him to end that turn and just solidify that round.
Same round start, basically, with the backdash.
Yep, goes
Yeah,
for a
FP
little
not
mix
getting
up
in
there.
any room.
Nice, and as you can see, he's checking all those negative frames. Tries to go for the overhead, gets clipped, doesn't convert. Oh yeah. Oh my God, he's so brave, man. I don't know about you, but I would definitely kept my distance because one of those counter hits could have like been really scary, but he's just feeling really confident in his play right now. So what's that, 1-0 so far?
Yep. I really don't know what was it? Gold Lewis does to catch Axel in these round starts.
That is true. I'm not really. It's not it's not many Gold D players out here, but Beefy's a Gold D loyalist, so we'll see what he does to adapt in this matchup.
He tried to do a
Nice chase
dash
down.
forward. He
Got
tried to do
the
a dash
burst.
forward, but he got stuffed out there.
It could be done though. Got him in the corner. No, he has no burst and no yellow RC. This is exactly what he wants. Good burst by Beefy Manatee. Great trade combo by FP.
Like you were saying, FP brought him right back in after getting him full screen.
Yeah.
He just wants to end the match.
Nice. Now he's keeping that full screen. Nice check.
Complete whiff.
And that was the one opportunity he needed right there to get a knockdown.
Doing the wave bounces in the air.
Oh, brought him right to him.
To the corner, that is.
Oh, this could
reversal.
be it. Yeah, this is a really scary position to be in, but just like that, FP is just being really solid with his defense and just knowing when to press a button. Oh, nice. Gets clipped with the overhead.
He hasn't used the same round start once, and that's so important for Gold Lewis because he needs to just completely snowball from there.
Yeah.
Getting sent away or just being in the corner like this is doing him no favors. I like what Beefy tried to do that last round though because he reversed the situation, put FD right back in the corner with the reversal.
Oh, this is where he got to capitalize. See, one big mistake, and this is a scary situation. Nice. Once again, just checking him, just having a clear understanding on the matchup. Oh, that's the knockdown he needs. He needs to make this count. No burst, no yellow. And just like that with the 2S. I believe that's 2S, is it? 2S or 2H, one of the ones.
Goes straight up.
Yeah.
2S is like a really good hitbox right where you want to hit a lot of people. What was it? Millie in the middle of her top spin stuff. Anji when he's trying to do a needle. So many others.
Yeah, it definitely has that perfect range, but you definitely want to play around it and just enforce your double jumps and mix up your approach. And Beefy's starting off really strong. Gets the counter hit right into the super.
Is that death?
No, I think he's going to have a... Oh!
Death.
Will it kill? Yeah, it will kill.
Axel is built, I said it earlier, Axel's built like his girlfriend. He's
Right.
got no meat below the waist.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that 5P is crucial, as you can see, just checking the movement.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is. Counter hit. Nice. Gets the side switch. This is going to be scary. Overhead. Try to go for the wake-up super, I believe.
So you know how you keep saying in this matchup? Honestly, FP just looks really nice at keeping these slow opponents away. Even though you were saying that FP kind of gives him more interactions, he's showing that he's fearless. He's poking straight out
cross
all
up.
of these. He looks dead
Oh, he
right
reeled him
face.
in. Oh, yeah. Caught him pressing a button. Possibly like a 2K. And that was a really convincing round. That's all you pretty much need to gain some sort of momentum. And that was a clean round by Beefy Manatee.
getting himself on the board.
Just get that one knockdown and capitalize. So let's see if he can make the same thing happen so we get a game 5 situation.
Round start, very, very respectable from both players. That's always happens later on.
Oh, nice just block. Yeah, you can't just run in there. He's going to check the movement.
That's messed up, actually. The 6K got him right in the face.
Yeah, that 5P is a problem. Try to beat out a burst right there.
No,
Up
that's
the
perfect.
clash.
That's so sad.
Nice. 2P to the... Oh, nice overhead. Gets clipped. Nice jump dust. There's the momentum that he needs. Oh, yeah, counter hit. I love how he didn't try to go for the burst, but he's going to keep trying to capitalize. Got him close to the corner. Plus frames. Oh, we're going to see if that burst is going to pay off right now. Oh, you got some trapped in the corner, walking him down. Oh, the wake-up throw, the disrespect by Beefy Manatee. Jump dust, 2K2D. Yeah, just like that, good patience, just taking his turn back. Nice.
Let's go, Beefy!
Beefy. Bring it to the last round of this game.
Nice just block. Gets clipped by the overhead throw. Gonna get a safe jump.
Gas price spotting.
Overhead plus. Caught the backdash. Oh my God, the side switch. That was stylish right there.
Not dead yet. That's surprising.
Yeah, he got to probably wait for Axel to end the turn and end the game with a minigun. Oh, just like that,
Or
yeah.
just throw it out while he jumps at him.
Yeah, just like that game 5 situation.
Let's go,
Not for
Beefy!
Beefy.
Show him the gold dick!
Let's see if he switches the playstyle up a little bit because Beefy's definitely getting the momentum. Nice, keeping that full screen. Beefy just slowly walking up, forces an early burst.
Yeah. That was a really precise jump over that, too.
Uh-oh. Yo, this is a convincing round by Beefy. Over at plus frames. Oh, this is scary. Oh, the counter hit. And just like that.
Mash harder!
Oh, I'm clicking that shit.
And then let's see how FP can slow it down. Nice, 5 Ps. Now he's definitely keeping the distance right now. Oh, he's in there. He has no burst, no yellow. Oh, big whiff. Nice jump ass. Oh, the anti-air. Nice overhead. He's gonna go. No, he's gonna go for the burst safe combo there. Oh, the counter hit
That's
from
so
full
messed
screen.
up.
It be like that, bro. When you have a big forehead, you just get clipped.
God. 5K into Axel Bomber getting it.
Last round!
Game 5, round 3.
Game 5, no burst. This is gonna be really difficult. If Beefy can get one opening, doesn't get the punish.
Last minute, JH got him.
He's got to be really patient. Walk his way in there, just like that. A clean jump in, he's in.
He could
What's
have
it
done
gonna be?
2K2D.
Oh, nice check on the movement. Force the burst. Counter hit. Ooh, ooh.
No, he was dead. He had to burst.
Oh, that was a really good usage of the minigun to check the movement. Oh, no. Wake up super. Oh, good patience. Oh, he's in there. He's going to use it. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I think he's...
No,
No,
he
he
messed
dropped the combo. You can't... Nice just block. It goes all the meter. Oh, no. Not yet. He has to block the mix and no, gets mixed up.
Yeah, let's go, FP!
Goes to FP. Yeah, you can see the worried expression on FP.
He had it. He was right there, man. That one drop combo hurt him a lot. As you can see everybody chilling over there at the competition. We got Marvello over there. People chanting. Four-phase buttons versus okay, four-phase button versus turn. They're both Flynn and
Winner of Pretty Dude and Pretty Ball. Four face button, second time on stream, and this time he got the sweater on, so he got the power up.
No pressure.
Cino heard. Let me see.
Go to live.
Oh, heard. No, I was saying someone on the chat was saying to fix the audio on the crowd scene.
Oh, I don't.
When this game first came out, this was actually one of my favorite matchups. This was Potemkin versus May. Four face button versus Turks. Oh, I actually got it switched up in a second. There we go. Oh, that was the weirdest cross-up I've ever seen. No heat knuckle? Got poked out. And that's round 2. Too far away for anything to be happening unless you power up. Alright. Four face buttons in the corner, but he's about to get his burst back. All evened up. Get the jump in, get burst right back into the corner. Surprise! Maybe four face buttons doesn't have his burst back yet. Third impact, Kara. Nah, he gets caught by the dash back. JH reversed it back into the corner with an RC. And back into round start. No knockdown. Was that a Kara forward mega face to catch the back dash? 5-8. Take the game. First game you on the four face buttons. That looks free, honestly. Doing the Totsugeki to get away from the slide head on the armor hit. Yep, once again. Nah, Turd's gotta stop doing that. Or like not stop doing it, but he's gotta be careful with that. Death. Yep. Didn't drop a combo. Four face buttons. Getting the flex. No, it's the same situation. Oh, he actually didn't get the Totsugeki that time, so he actually got caught. Heat knuckle, but it's way too far away to get a free hit. Man grabs from half screen. Hit nothing, whiffing. My 2S is better. Oh! Getting caught by the reversal super. Honestly, four face buttons look like he's right at home in this matchup. That or these slide heads are really biting Turd where it hurts. Being baited out and punished. Slides right in, goes for a normal throw, doesn't get it. Oh, if he did the funny throw, he would have gotten it. And dash, air dash back, 5-8. JH getting it. Four face buttons, getting round number 2. Or game number 2. Game number 3. The classic round start, just get right in there with the Totsugeki. Didn't get it again. I thought it was looking free, but maybe four face button was doing it a bit preemptively, the Totsugekis. On the slide hit. Death. Yep. Not even Potemkin's winning that. Four Face Button's feeling really good, honestly. He's playing on fire today. Still in winner. That 2D was close, but not quite. Grab? I don't think that was actually a combo. No, it was a combo. I thought he was a little late on it. Finally got the slide head, but he almost messed it up. Nah, came in right from above him. Not sure which way he was trying to 6B. Thrown back. Crossed up. Crossed up again? No, went for the same side. That was a really good mega fist back. He got the ending frames of the FS. Not dead yet, though. Reversing it. Really good grab attempts. Alright, do or die now. He got it. That was beautiful. Good stuff to turn. And Four Face Buttons. Feeling that in his soul. That was really well played by Turb. The heaviest JH. Oh my god. He didn't have enough time for a Guru to impact unless Four Face Buttons was asleep. Getting put right back into the corner. Alright, he didn't slide it. I feel like a lot of the time Turb slide has been punishing him, but otherwise he's just swinging with 2S and being really reactive towards Four Face Buttons. Indeed, barely not catching him. That was a hard bait on the 6B. He literally double jumped and did nothing. Oh, he is dead. Four Face Buttons. Feeling that out of the round, but other than that, getting the 3-0 on Turb. Really fast game, actually. Turb played pretty well. He was just getting way too knocked around those first two games. The slide heads were biting him, in my opinion. I'm not sure exactly how that interaction works out. Nevertheless, though, players played really well. Four Face Buttons is a bit on its air tonight, though. Right back on stream, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, straight off his match with Beefy Manatee, he's coming right back. That was a really good match. Hope everyone was here to see that. Pretty sure someone got the clip though. So we got FG Marvello versus FP. Marvello yet to get to the stream setup though. With that, we are in winner's semifinals. FP looks razor focused. I think he got stared stiff by the last match.
You got the names right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Axel versus Chip Zenith. Another interesting matchup.
We're gonna put, because of the name, you're gonna put winners.
Semis?
Yeah.
First. Because it's too long. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And then just center it. Transform, center.
I have actually not seen a lot of the red chip. This is a really good color. I don't know if that's Def versus Axel. Yeah, not even versus Axel. Just runs up in 6Ks. Sweep, into a safe jump, put right into the corner. Yeah, the FB is one that tries to actually mix you up in the corner rather than try to get some distance from Chip. Chip distance, then again, is kind of pointless. He kind of just teleports right back to you. Oh! Not even on the cross hit. Was ready for that. Alright, going to round 3. A lot of good stuffing out here. Taking little bits and pieces here and there. And that's not something Chip can really afford, because if one good combo happens now, Chip's on death's door. Hey, Mike Nada. Hope you're having a good night. Alright. Marvello getting a little bit of space back. Puts it back around start. Ooh, barely stuffed out of that jump. Double overhead doesn't make it, but the command grab gets it. That's the end of the round. Good stuff from Marvello. Honestly, FB wasn't really doing anything that wrong. The chip damage was being put up. Not the chip damage, but the little bits and pieces he gets here and there. Lowest overhead, blocks in, then gets his own boost in. Really delayed aerial, gets him when he was trying to do one of his 5K or 2K. Catches the back dash. That was the fastest person. Not doing anything, brother. Yellow RC still in the corner, though. He's in a tough spot. Never mind. His opponent's in the tough spot. First round goes to FP. It's unfortunate. I'm not sure what that aerial is supposed to be doing. Oh, ready for it this time. That was not a safe jump. Gets him with the 2S, puts in full stream of seat. Chip gets right back in for 3. Just teleports right back in his face. Full Rekka hit, gets him towards the corner. Doesn't break the wall. That 2D landed dash. That wall was breaking, and I think Axel would have been on death's door. One more nick and Chip is dead. FP's dead? FP's dead. Once again in round 3, back and forth with Marvello and FP. 2K OTG into the grab, 2D OTG into the clone. Just looping these grabs, these clones. Yep, the same exact. Beefy, you back?
I am back. I'm excited for this one. I was talking to FP after our match. He was telling me that this is like his bracket demon. You know, it's an amazing player. It's a bad matchup. So FP's really gonna have to play it perfectly if he wants to take it.
He's been playing amazing. These have been round 3, but but Marvello keeps on edging him out at the last bit of help every time.
Yeah.
I can see if this is his bracket demon. I think his studying has gone to good fruition.
Yeah, he's always improving. All right, we got red RC, catch him with the overhead, not able to convert though. Good blocks coming out. Last thing, Chip just continues the pressure. We got plus frames coming out, gets caught low, counter hit. Unfortunate, the speed of Chip's too much here. Catch him on the other side. I remember, Marvello always says this. He says 6K, to finish off the round is unblockable. People will never block 6K for whatever reason. When they finish off a round, a game, it's just like the go-to final move.
Is the name backwards? I'm sorry.
What?
Is the name backwards on the screen?
Yeah, the names are backwards on the screen.
Oh, my bad.
You guys are good. Marvello is on player 2 side, FP on player 1 side here. The pictures are off, but you guys know who's who. FP able to take the round here pretty convincingly. A lot of health left on the board. Marvello here has pretty much 100% burst, so he's going to get that resource sooner. Give him the chance to swing the final game, what could be the final game, pretty easily. Ooh, very unfortunate. I'm guessing he went for 2S to catch that angle, but JD's just a little bit too quick. Got him in the corner, catches him cross up. There is 6K to finish. All right, using JD to pop him through. Has 50% on the meter and positive bonus. The very end of snail catches. That's where FP's got beat. Unfortunate gold burst, and Marvello is able to punish it. There it is, moving himself over the winners finals.
Yeah. And FP came straight off of your match too, I believe. He went against you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he came straight onto this, and I could see he was laser focused.
Yeah.
He did really well.
We'll be seeing FP again. You know, he's another one of those players that's consistently at least top 4. If you know anything less than that, you'll be surprised. Yeah, so it has a little switch. Oh, the pictures? Sometimes you just gotta deal with it. Some pile will go over and like move the actual cameras. But the thing about moving the pictures, it's difficult. You have to move them like on OBS, like singularly. So it's just not right. We got creator versus four-face blind though. That's Giovanna in South Florida. That's Giovanna probably in Florida. Very strong player. Another one of these Flynn players coming out. You know, they're taking up 3 of the 4 slots in top 8, or the winner side top 8, I should say, are the Flynn players. You know, no surprise.
Oh yeah, his 4-face button is also FG.
Yep.
Yeah.
Creator's FG and 4-face buttons are FG, so you can put that right next to the creator's name.
Oh, good.
Yep.
So everybody's sponsored out here.
Yeah, that's the 4. We got FG Creator, FG 4-face buttons, FG Marvello, and FG Turb. It's a great thing, you know, Flynn's doing, sponsoring the players that keep on turning out, showing up, and gaming.
How was your matches, by the way? How was your matches?
Good. You know, you saw my one on stream. I had to start off against Z Guy, who plays Faust. And I hate Faust, you know? I tell you though, the match ended, it needed to be on stream. It was the funniest thing ever. He had me in a combo to finish off the round. It wouldn't have like won the game or anything, but to finish off the round, and bombs right behind him. It takes him out and I win. And I'm just like, that's pretty funny.
That's robbery. Yeah.
Yeah. That's, you know, the bomb giveth and the bomb taketh. But we're going into Creator versus 4-face buttons. Creator on player 2 side, 4-face buttons on player 1 side here. If you just want to switch the names for me real quick. Yeah, switch the names over the... oh, you did? Cool. Got it. Yeah. And then we see the damage coming out from 4-face buttons. These two players, you know, they keep on raising each other to that next level. So I'll be excited to see which way the it swings right now. I'd say overall, Creator probably takes it more often, but you can never count out Dave here. He's got the May hoodie around like a scarf. It's a new type of power-up we've never seen before here at Flynn's Gaming.
His match, the last match he had on here, he was on fire.
Yeah.
That was like the fastest match all night.
He is one of those people that if you give him the chance to push the offensive, you're going to be dead pretty quick. But Creator's kind of the same way. We see him pushing there, plus frames coming out.
Oh,
6P catches him right on the landing frames.
Yeah, he did that so low too. Oh.
PRC. Very smart double jump before face buttons to keep himself out, but the 2D coming out from Giovanna, that move's messed up.
It is.
It's not right. It's not
it's
okay.
got startup frames and that's it. Everything else is just her imagination, what she wants to do.
Oop, Dolphin coming out.
Pretty respectable round start.
Catch up with the back throw though. This could be rough. Give him the chance to push in. And we see that he's going to continue trying to dash up using Giovanna's fast burst movement to get in.
All right. lot of whip buttons right now. All right. Creator
Oh,
gets in.
catch him on the other side.
OTG into a 2 meaties.
And there he is, calling out the burst, and this should be it. Able to finish off the combo into the super. And the extra damage from wall splat may take it.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
RC just to catch it, but the
Oh my
charge
God.
just goes on the wrong side. This could be unfortunate. It's going to have another chance at life for both these players, though. So going back to neutral, we see it 5H, very good route start option for Giovanni, able to take it with the 2K.
Yeah, that's one on the board for Creator. And that was looking kind of like shaky for Creator at the beginning. He almost got perfect.
Yeah, he almost dropped it. He almost threw away the game, but able to clutch it back out after the wall break, and that goes to show you know some of these players got the mental fortitude to keep it going.
I was going to say, Giovanna's second super, the one in the air, it does not do a lot of damage.
It does not.
It's mostly utility, in my opinion, although it is really good in those scenarios where you can't drop down to get your other super. But there was no way that was going to kill in that scenario.
Ooh.
Oh, that's it. 5H, hella strong.
And he's kind of running away with this game. Oh, 5H continues. It's 5H, you know, May's button, she just gets to whiff it, and it's +1 itself. You know, +1 whiff, I would say, you know, just keep throwing it out.
5H is Behemoth Typhoon if they had no startup or end lag.
Nothing, yeah, nothing going on with that
Just a
button.
wall in front of her.
Ooh, very good DP on that vertical dolphin, though. And we see him, he's pushing 4-phase buttons to the corner, and this is where he gets to run his game. Plus frame situation here, 2D on the counter hit. FFB left no choice but to burst.
Max range off of a 2D. I'm surprised that burst even got it.
Ooh. That catches the JD, gonna be continuing on, and again, goes for that super.
Yeah, watch how much damage this is.
It's nothing. Alright, using wire C to keep Creator off him. And we see it there, you know, Creator here uses his fast buttons very efficiently. Catch him with the dive kick on the top of the dome piece. Creator putting himself up 2-0.
Another game? Oh, I'm surprised 4-phase buttons goes right into it. I thought he was going to
Yeah.
get a bit of a mentality reset, but it looks like these players are just constantly at each other's throats. He wants to keep the momentum going. Even on loss.
Ooh, ooh.
And the corner combo, not quite going to break the wall, but I don't think he cares about that. Jesus.
And catch him with the forward throw.
Reset the situation. Whoa.
Counter hit 2D connects, going for the super.
You're dead times 2. That super
It does the damage,
has
you know?
some crazy screenshot damage.
Alright, gonna be interesting, you know, how 4-phase button's gonna have to adapt to finish it off. We see it there, Creator playing very patiently at the outside of range. A little bit of miscalculation there, though.
Honestly, I'm liking the adaptation that 4-phase button is making here. A lot of defensive play between the 5H and the fade back JHs. Yeah, you see it again. At least got the trade there, and he doesn't care at this point. The health bars do not lie. Never mind, they lie. He's dead. Okay, he's good.
Oh, back throw into the OTG, got taken out, keeping himself alive.
The minute I said that, I thought he was gonna die.
I mean, he had, I'm pretty sure he had 100% meter.
Never mind, he's dead. All right.
Keeping the Dolphin going, 6P. 4-phase buttons can't keep on containing the pressure. Creator's one of those people that won't press when he knows it's not his turn. Very smart in the times he chooses. That's going to be some big damage coming out. Whip.
Missed.
Able to burst. Giving himself one more chance here.
A lot of jumps. A lot of jumps.
Oh, see it there like you're saying, you know. Oh, never mind. Playing a lot more defensively. Doesn't want to put that button out, but there it is. 5-8 boot to the face. Creator moving on to winners finals to face off against Marvello.
As usual. Good shot.
There we go. You're improving. You know, you're better than me with that. I suck at the tech stuff. Perfect timing. Let's get it. And there we see it. All the people out in the crowd coming out. I tell you, Flynn's Gaming is the place to be on Sunday nights. We have the best Guilty Gear Strive local out there. Best skill level, best people, best all around. not gonna see the same level coming out anywhere else. It's still the losers, He'll be facing off. Alright, it looks like your top 8 players are hurt. Going into winners finals for Blvd versus Creator. Now, these two players, they're classics. This is Sensei and Studio coming out. Blvd, Creator, they're set to go hard to see it. They're first and second seed for this bracket, and there's a reason why. Yep, we're going into. No problem. We're going to winners finals. Hey, Senpai, I got Ichi versus Turf score for you because I know you're out. Okay? So we got top 8 all settled.
All right.
All right, there you have it.
Looks like Creator is first player side? That's first player side, right?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That's cool.
I'm pretty sure the pictures change when you switch it back to the next side. So sometimes it's hard to tell. But we got Marvello, player 1 side, Creator, player 2 side, as we go into it live. Pictures are a little bit messed up, but that's okay. You know who's who. These players are out here every week. You got the names right. That's all that matters. Yeah, but Chip is on player 1 side.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, it's better just to keep it with the health bars, in my opinion.
No, you're right, you're right.
And he hits up with the low. I expect some nooch coming out of this game because these two players have very, very strong fundamentals when it comes to it. Hits him with the grab though. And then once they get each other in their offense, this is when we're gonna have the mix. Able to fuzzy jump out of the corner here though. Ooh, Marvell looked for his way out. And the stare down coming out. Ooh,
nice.
Good reactions coming out from Creator.
Amazing defense, actually. Gets the grab.
Yeah.
No beating. Just goes straight for the crossing.
Ooh, 6P counter hit. Catches Marvello trying to press buttons. Plus frames.
No grab.
Has the
OT's out.
PRC 50%. Take him out with the thighs.
That's it. OTG.
Yeah. Oh, DP out. Doesn't want to have to deal with the media 2D. 2H. And one of the things that's always amazing to watch Marvello play is his optimals coming out from every single conversion. 6K connects. And this is where we're going to get slump mix. Timed it off a little bit. You know, very strong jump out from Creator.
I was going to say, throughout the night, I've been seeing Marvello play, and I think one of his strongest things is just keeping an opponent in the corner, specifically. What was it? Grabbing his opponent like 3-4 times in a single round.
One of the things I think so amazing about him is he's always cognitive about where he is relative to his opponent. You know, a lot of mid to low level players will just put themselves into the corner face to face against their opponent, you know, point blank. But he's very cognizant where he has to be to keep his opponent from getting out of situations.
We've seen him versus two zoners today, Jacko and FP's Axel. And he's been shown both proficient there and in these close quarter scenarios with Giovanna.
All right, able to move his way through the corner, giving himself positive bonus. 5P is such a strong anti-air option. It comes out frame 3. It hits very high relative to your opponent's, first jump. And it converts off of 6P. You're able to go into 6P Rekka and keep it going. So, very good stuff. Marvell able to take the first game. Oh, we see both players dash up. Creator catches the grab, though.
Juggled him.
The
Actually
boosties.
caught that. Wow. OTG, nothing. Looking for the DP. Honestly,
Yeah.
a lot of people have been trying to bait it out. Marvell never gives it to him.
Yeah, he's
And then they get switched right into the corner. That's happened so many times to me. The little ball.
and there it goes, keeping them going. It's one of those things you gotta be cognizant of it, but if the player with the DP is not using it, sometimes you just gotta let it rip as he dares off the counter hit.
Oh, that was the first time going to Crater. Some of the funniest things in this game to me is when the RC slows it down, you see that your opponent's hitting you, and you get counter hit.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta press something. I gotta take him out. I can't let him do this to me.
It's the slow punch slapstick. I just love it so much.
And this is gonna be it. Continues the combo.
Nah, he's
He's Omega dead.
Omega.
Creator taking the game. Trying to safely secure himself into Grands. That's the thing.
Was another dash up, but this time instead of going for a grab, they both went for a jab.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whiffing 6H in neutral. Plus frames in, using DP to get out there.
That was the first DP of the set.
All right, Red RC up. Tries dust, but misses the 2S, forcing him to burst out. Doesn't want to let Creator continue the combo.
Almost full Rekka hit. Probably would have broken the wall though, so he opts not to. He goes straight to another grab, flow, no grab. This time goes for a low.
All right, catching it with the breakout super. Red RC gonna rob away that game. Living on a pixel.
You hate to see it actually. I thought he blocked it at first, and all that damage was just chip.
Oop, catch him with the slash.
I was watching the health bar to see how much chip damage it would do, and I saw it.
And then it just drains. You're like, oh, that doesn't look right. I know it's chip, but still.
Double Rekka, no burst.
Yeah, keeping him going. DP out, and this should be able to take it. Red RC, no burst left on the table. Never mind, able to get it last second.
Nope. Oh, he tried to just get the quick jab in, but he's not letting him.
That's, ooh, not quite let. The flip catches.
Good stuff from
Creator put himself match point, trying to end Marvello's supremacy. Just gonna need to clutch out one more game.
These players have amazing defense.
And we see it every single time. Both players choose to opt to dash in against their opponent. They don't want to give any sort of space up. Oh, 5H catches the jump out. Oh, command grab catches. And he has 50% meter. Oh, very smart use of Giovanni's DP.
Was that 6H classing with 5H? And that's... There we go. Wasn't sure how close he was to the wall.
All right, Marvello keeping himself in here.
Another back and forth. I wonder if Marvello is going to be reeling after this.
Ooh. Again, Giovanni, or Creator, I should say, uses that DP very, very well in those kind of situations. It shows that he has very much experience in the matchup. Oh, jumping out. And we're going to continue the conversion. Ooh.
Oh, the correct direction.
And it takes him out. Needs one more round to seal the deal. Counter hit, catching and pressing buttons.
Deja vu of actually the first round, first match. It's exact scenario that happened. Reversed right back into the corner. This actually is just a replay of the first round.
Oh, trying to catch him. Cross up. It will make his way out, playing very patiently. 5P connects though on the approach in the air.
6K.
There it is, 6H taking him out. Marvello evening it up 2-2. Let's go in the distance.
Marvello's given us nothing but game 5s. Except for against the Jacko. Feels bad, maybe that was a gaslight. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, it's a rarity to see him drop 2 games in the entire night. Let it go in 2 games in the entire set, so Graziel giving to him. That's a lot of damage on the board. He's bleeding out here. 6H to blast him through. Positive bonus on deck. He's gonna quickly get access to RC. There it is, 6K in RC JD. Finish off the round. Needs one more.
Do you think there's been some adaptation on Marvello's side? Or do you think Creator's been defense been wavering?
I mean, they've definitely been going back and forth. We see it there on the way he approaches. It's much more patient. He's getting counter hit less. But now, oh, cartwheel again.
Barely catching it. There it is.
And there it is, blast him through the wall. Both players have burst on deck.
Caught the back
Close slash
dash,
connects.
instant burst.
Yeah, and it's gonna put both players in a very similar situation, depending on who takes it. And there it is, another throw. We're going to last game, last round, Marvello versus Creator. I think one of the things we're seeing the last few rounds, a little more back and forth. Both these characters run their offense really strongly. DP to get them off. And the way he uses that DP coming out from Giovanna, it's not, traditional DP where it's just invincible, but you can use it very well. Oh, JD catches the opponent.
Nice 6K. Doesn't get the aerial afterwards after the red RC.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting it to connect. It's going to be a lot of damage here. He gets himself to the corner. Burst on deck, YRC. This isn't going to kill, though. He puts him in the corner.
We're going to see a grab here.
Both players have burst. Gold burst. But there it is. Plus frames in the run-up flash. There it is. You see the handshake coming out from these players.
I decided not to do anything that one time. I was like, I'm gonna bear it and not do it.
I was like having, I was floating my fish and I was just like standing sliding.
The last time I started their slot.
Anyone can take you out, but I gotta say that, Marvello, we're in Marvello's supremacy phase right now. This man does not lose. The fact that Creator was able to push him that far in a set in winners finals is just amazing, I know they go back and forth. Like I was saying, they play a bunch. Creator definitely has it within him to take the set off Marvello. We see her right there, it's down to the wire. But at the end of the day, right now, it came down to Marvello. We see Creator again there right now. He's in losers finals. He may get his chance at redemption arc here. But now it's going to be a much bigger hill he has to climb. He's got 1 6 games. Yep. Alright, let's see which
Sorry about
who's
that.
who. Alright, thankfully they put themselves on the right side. We got Turb player 1 side, Ultimate Wielder player 2.
Looks good, looks good. I agree, Mike. What a set. Honestly.
Be interesting to see. So I don't think he was able to pick up on the mic, but when Turb came over here earlier, I was asking him how he was feeling today, and he's saying he's trying a new style that we've seen from him before. He didn't really go into what that new style. He says he's just playing a little bit more patient, but it'd be interesting to see if we see it come to fruition right now against the set against
This-
Ultimate Wielder.
The set that I watched of Turb on stream with against more face buttons, it was honestly a lot of tragedy because he was dealing with this thing with May where May was setting up her seal with the bounce ball, and then right after that he would Totsugeki. So the ball would hit his slide head, and then he would get hit by the Totsugeki through the armor. That happened so many times throughout the set. I was like, he's just hitting himself in the toe. He's just hitting himself in the toe. He's taking free damage. He started adapting like third game and got a really nice round, actually like a good clip.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
FG. Oh yeah. Put FG turn for me. All right, and we're getting straight into it. We see it. Ultima Wheeler trying to put Turb into the corner. Very good 5P coming out direct to the Fujo arc. Oh, catch him on our side. Turb knows what the... Oh, taking him. We got the back Mega Fist. Put him in the plus frame situation. OTG Mega Fist taken out. Turb taking the first round. Put it a little too high.
Oh, Turb?
Yeah. Just lower it a little bit and we'll be good. Oh, what a grab! Doing it through the 6K. Third time's charm. I believe in you.
Oh my god.
You're good.
Alright, he's extra big, just like his character.
Bro. Bro. No problem. We gotta take him one. The first game, going to Turb. Oh. Alright, looking to Mega Fest his way over. And he's got Kai in the corner here. Alright, 2K2D. Burst was a little bit out of range, gave him the chance to set up a fireball. And the low connects. Oh, another fireball coming out. Catch it with the 6H. That button is so ruthless. You see all the damage he's able to get off of it. On a straight hit. That wasn't even a counter hit.
That wasn't. I was really confused with what that was.
Yeah,
he just tried to jump, I suppose.
Yeah, it gets you. No, if it's on the ground, 6H from Kai, wall bounces.
Oh no, I was saying like what happened to have Turb get hit there.
Oh yeah.
I think it was an attempt at
To start moving his way out.
FTP.
You're probably right there. He's trying to look for a situation where he can approach. Oh, Fujo arc in, do the shock state.
Mega Fist backwards looking like the answer to that scenario. He's been getting pinned down by all those long range pokes.
Yeah, and it's a very good knowledge to see that special move does not hit very high. He's able to Mega Fist out, use it to evade and punish it. He's making his way in though. Garuda, that's unfortunate because it's going to lead to the round.
Turb bringing it to a round 3. That was in commanding fashion.
I don't know what to tell you, Ivan. Grapplers deserve it.
My lord. Look at all this. All right. 2 interaction and then Kai is on life support. Surrounded by his loved ones.
He's making his way in. Whiff on the grab. What a conversion. Able to continue it so low to the ground.
Insane, actually.
Showing the confidence from Turb to pick it back up.
That was beautiful.
Yep. Making it a quick 2-0 in his favor.
Turb, it looked like the first round of the first game, he was kind of struggling to find his place, and now he just looks straight at home.
Yeah. To make his way in. Oh, goes right under Flick, though, as you say it. And we see it there, keeping the space, throwing out a few fireballs from Ultima Wielder. Able to connect, though.
He was for the grab, and he just, Ultima Wielder was not messing with that. First is straight out.
I don't know why JS hit on the opposite side of him. Very beneficial. DP out. Throw him in the corner. We're charging it up. And that should be it. Another D coming out.
All right, round 2. That's an interesting slide head. I wonder if he was trying to catch a backdash.
Counter hit, trying to read the jump out. Very good patient, come out from Ultima Wielder. I think this is the name of the game these last few rounds.
He seems to be acting very preemptively, like throwing out options that I'm a little bit confused because he's avoiding like pokes of any sort, like long range 5H's or 2D pokes or anything like that. He's kind of just throwing out things to kind of predict his opponent.
And there it is. DP his way out is, a dangerous situation. Whenever you got danger on the side of him, able to put him in the corner. Turb has his burst. Gotta choose to hold on to it.
Good bit of damage from coming out from Kaki's.
Ooh! Cheeky little conversion into the back throw.
The safe jump.
Oh, very unfortunate burst after the 2H from Turb. Ultimate Wheeler putting himself on the board.
Yeah. Honestly, just well played from both players. That was a very interesting 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh! Speaking of acting preemptively.
Yeah, he was just calling it out. Saw what he was doing the last few round starts, felt it in his bones, and made the read.
Oh, Lord. I like that he Ultimate Wielder is just bursting out of these scenarios because you don't want to eat that 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, it could lead to, 50% of your health, whether you block it or whether they go for the command grab. So, bursting out soon, keeping yourself with the life resource. Very well done.
I think if you're mashing in that scenario, it's worth trying to burst out of it because you can't burst out of the grab, but you can burst out of the combo potentially. You could also get baited.
Yeah.
Still,
Well, I think that's why he's bursting it early. He bursts at the point where he can still do it. On the actual Garuda connection itself, it takes the round.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's been very preemptive in his choices. We'll be interested to see, if Turb kind of slows down, changes up his pace, if that's going to throw Ultimate Wielder off.
And he starts playing a more poke-based game like this.
Yeah, there it is. 5H catches the counter hit on the flip kick.
Turb went from playing very patient and then trying to stay one step ahead of his opponent to just playing the normal Potemkin. The Stride Classic, just full range.
Yeah, just go throw out your big buttons, dominate your presence.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that catches the heat knuckle.
First heat knuckle.
Yeah.
Amazing, actually. Honestly, the Turb games have felt really, really hyped today. You a Turb fan? You a Turb fan?
I'm a Turb fan.
You're a Turb fan.
Turb, I've been playing, the game against him for, since it's pretty even out. I think we played bracket our first tournament, so always love seeing him grow. But he gets knocked through. And there it is. He's ready to meet him up in the air. Very smart use of the JK. Quicker option in the air. Doesn't get the chance to get caught. The flip kick coming out, put him in the corner. Except he puts himself in the corner. This could lose him the game. And it connects.
That was good, yeah. Honestly, I thought that was intentional for a second because I do that all the time when I see my opponents not quite in the wall. And so I was being like, oh no. Is he going to cross him up for the end of the round? But no, it looked like he just put himself in a bad situation.
All right. Ultimate Wielder starts off backing up very quick. But, that means you're just giving all that space to Turb to push himself in.
Slide head again. Honestly.
DP out. He gets caught by the command grab. He saw Kyle Kisuke moving his way in. This is unfortunate.
Oh.
Making it completely burst safe. Wants to confirm the round. Doesn't want to give him even a chance to come back. Turb, once again, putting himself on match point. And the patience on
This is
Turb
looking
here.
exactly like the last round. Okay, he does a backdash. Turb, once again, kind of like the first round where he
that's very unfortunate burst. Garuda into Garuda. 2D to keep the pressure on him. We got another one coming out. All right, this round's looking all Turb.
Ultimate Wielder needs to turn it on right now. But these stun edges are just getting him slide-headed.
Yeah.
Again? No, okay.
I see it. I feel like the games he won, he threw less stun edges. Whenever he starts throwing out a lot in neutral, it gives Turb the chance to approach, whether it's through slide head, he's jumping over it. All right, Mega Fist coming in. And Turb, with such a great light lead, we see him showing a lot of patience and restraint. He's looking for that golden opportunity to finish off this round. All right, using the spacing from 6H.
Oh my God.
Oh, catch on the knockdown.
All right, he's using a lot of long-range pokes and a lot of projectiles.
Gonna give him a chance to push in the
Yeah.
6P. There it is. Knew he was in an uncomfortable situation, taking him out. Turb's gonna be moving on.
1 out of 10, how hyped are we for Testament?
How hype are you?
Honestly, reminds me of Hilda from Cross Tag, so it's
Oh, that
weird.
hurts. That hurts. I know about that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped. I think their design is so cool. I'm a Plus Art fan. Good friend of mine is a Testament player, and he told me he'd play the game when Testament comes out. So I'm glad I'm gonna be able to play some sets with him again.
Yeah,
I gotta
that
go
sounds
play
great,
my
actually.
next set though. All right.
Oh, you
Going
gonna
out.
play your set?
What? Yeah, I'm playing in.
Nice seeing you, man.
I gotta play against another donor.
All right. Wait, I should probably know this, but is Testament coming to Strive? Yes. Announced, I believe, last night.
If you can put Island on mine, Island Herbs.
I don't know, give me 1 second. Maybe 1 sec. Herbs coming back on stream. Would like to see it. It's been a while. He's going versus Beefy, who was just on commentary. Honestly, when it comes to Testament, I'm not sure. The character that I was looking forward to was Sin. And Testament does have that giant, like, polearm looking scythe. I just feel like the hat, okay, so with the hat, the top hat, it's a really good way to differentiate because Testament also has like long straight hair, and my girlfriend's a design major, so she just talks about design a bunch. She loves that they made the silhouette differentiable from say Zato, Milia, all the other characters with like long straight hair. And honestly, it's just it's a cool top hat. Ooh, that let me fix that. All right, I don't believe this loses round 4. Oh, oops. Yeah, we got Herbs back on stream against Beefy Manatee. Haven't seen these guys since earlier on in the day. It's good to see them back. Woeful. Yeah, Testament is kind of crazy, but this is a new game. We'll see. Jacko plays very differently than she used to, as we see on the screen right now. Jacko, I love the hybrid play style. It's just, it takes a bit too much for Jacko to do simple things, in my opinion. I love Jacko. I wish I could play her better, but I'm a Filthy Soul player. When it comes to Testament reminds me of that one DNF dual character. Not the Crusader, I think the Lancer or whoever with the giant ass thing. Just kind of just doesn't let you move, just moves you around wherever Testament decides where you want to be. So yeah. All right, getting back into the match though. Right down the line, Beefy comes with a huge aerial Behemoth Typhoon to close out that round. Behemoth Typhoon just splits Jacko in half. She's made out of snowflakes compared to that giant coffin. All right, the 6H to kind of get out of there. No punish coming from Herbs. Not sure if Jacko has quite the range on her 2D to punish the 6H. Heard what I felt about the Testament expectations. Yeah. Honestly, though, I'm optimistic. Looks dope. Love the color scheme. I feel like a lot of Season 1 characters have had the similar kind of color schemes, though. Jacko and Biken both having like the black, white, and red sort of color scheme, and then now we Testament also the black, white, and red. So that's probably my only complaint about Season 1. Better color palettes. All right. Once again, right down the line. Oh, no, that 2H was a free punish. I would have had Gold Lewis in 2 years of lag. Not quite getting the chip out though. All these jumps. Yeah. 5H. Beautiful. 5H is such a good way for Jacko to close out rounds. $6K commanding the air, setting up from across the screen, putting Goldlewis into the corner. Goldlewis getting a taste of his own medicine. Ugh. This is looking dire. Beefy Manatee, oh my god. Herb's putting herself into the corner, but Beefy Manatee getting reversaled. Has the burst on deck, able to get out, but this is round 3, no health. You gotta make it happen, you gotta make it happen now. No hit on the FS, no hit on the Behemoth Typhoon into the death after the RC. And that's one for Herbs. Oh, excuse me, I have the the names backwards. Yeah, there we go. All right, set up into the corner again. Honestly, at first glance, I thought this matchup would be a lot more even because it takes a while for Jacko to get set up, and you know, Goldlewis isn't going to be staying still while she does that. But honestly, the transition from zoning straight into the setups is looking really strong. Wolfo, you're down with Testament's design. I'm excited to try them out, but I'm not going to memorize plus R combos. Yeah, honestly, Strive is... I'm imagining Strive Testament is going to be a lot easier and a lot... going to be right at home because everyone in this game just kind of throws out ginormous... like this, ginormous normals. Oh my god. 2K 2D, whiffing on that because of the FD. Dead. Just dead on the Behemoth. Nice, nice. And that's one for Beefy. Either Goldlewis does work or Jacko doesn't let him do anything. Yeah. I thought it'd be a lot more even, but maybe it's just the players. At the very least, it looks like Goldlewis just gets in once and Jacko perishes. But then that hasn't been really happening too much for Beefy besides the last few rounds. Yeah. Honestly, Beefy has been going through the ringer, honestly, with all these zoners. Or pseudo-zoners. Oh. No, you can't hit the minion anymore. It's got the helmet on that protects it from all damage, apparently. It's expired, but so has Goldlewis. His health is at the lowest that it's... Oh my god! That was funny, sorry. No burst this round, but so long as Beefy does not capitalize on that... Oh, he got hit by the kick. Jacko is more than happy to have a Goldlewis in the corner with no burst. Oh, Lord. No meaty 5P, so everything just kind of fell apart there. Nice backdash, but then it gets caught by the FS. 6K, throw the minion. Just chasing her down with JDs. Please. Oh my lord. Low profiles it and then gets the jab. That's another one going to Herbs. Good stuff, honestly. Alright, bit of a mental reset going back. No character changes, no color changes. I know that Beefy plays other characters, but looks like he's sticking with this. Gets caught by the 5H, close slash, sets up the minion. That is smooth. Last person that we saw Herbs against was Marvello, I believe, on stream. And didn't really have enough time to put all these setups on, but now that I'm seeing it in real time against Beefy, it's looking really strong. All right. Oh, missed the close slash. RC is weird in this game, man. Oh my god. And now Jacko has the entirety of the field. Oh no. Hey. Reversed, but straight back to the other corner she goes. Staying the heck away from this senator. 5H. That killed. Killed by times 1,000. Good game going to Beefy. Oh, shoot. Actually, a great job. Finding her footing immediately is Jacko. Nice! That was an amazing burst bait. First super of the stream. Not death because he's too fat. Got so much health. I'm most interested in seeing how they rework the curse mechanic. I'm actually not really familiar with that. 17 frame overhead. Interesting, Tom Hanks. I'm sure if it was central to the character, they try to at least reference it somehow, though maybe not entirely true to the character. Similar to how Jacko went from a summoning character to a summoning pseudo-zoner. Getting those minions out of your face, but then you get a 6K to your face. I love these interactions so much. Last round and it's looking bombs. Oh my god, we're Faust. Here comes another intermission of bullets. Nice! Using the wave bounce. Mario 64 cheats to get across the stage. I feel like Herbs opened the third eye in this matchup, really started zoning and running away. Yeah, it went from setups to just straight up not interacting. And there's 3-1 to Herbs. A lot of adaptation coming out tonight. A lot of back and forth. Good matches all around. It's coming around 10 p.m. here in the East Coast. Hope everyone's comfortable at home or wherever you are. Who else we got coming up on stream? Looks like FP versus Herbs. Herb's definitely leveling up. He just needs to believe in his character. Honestly. I've only been here one night. It's my first night here. And a lot of people have been looking like they do make a lot of adaptations mid-set. They look real comfortable, honestly. Turb against FP, yeah. We saw this earlier, and it wasn't... well, it was a great set. It was heartbreaking, that's for sure. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you like your games. Burst versus FP. Let's go. Oh wait, I think I got it wrong. No, this is Turb. My bad.
You got it, boss?
Yeah.
I had to take a breather, bro.
Me?
No, me.
Oh, heard.
I was exhausted. And here we go. We got Turb versus FP. Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, you gotta put FG to, yeah, turn.
Oh, FG Turb as well.
Yeah, so here we have it. Looks like Turb's definitely been grinding and improving a lot in this matchup. Just getting some guarantee. Oh, there we go. Strong knockdown. That was a good meaty right there. Caught him pressing buttons. Oh, there you go. Oh, punish. Oh, 6P. Oh, nice. Jump slash. Goes with a... Oh, he's working his way in there. Oh, my God. It's so brave just to rush Potemkin down like that. All he needs is one knockdown just like that in his strike throw situation. Good read. That's like the scariest knockdown in the game for me, Potemkin, bro. Because it's literally a 50% command grab or like a 40% combo.
We saw Ultimate Wielder not even messing with it. He would burst immediately.
And that's like another mind game in itself, too, because you got to slightly delay it. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And yeah, you already know FP's really optimal when it comes to his axle.
His TK loops, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's really consistent. I've probably only seen him drop it one time. Nice Mega Fist.
I don't even play Axel, but I tried him in training mode just because I love the TK
Right?
loops.
The inputs, yeah.
So fun. Also a good way to practice TKs in general.
Yeah.
And that's for Sanson.
Yeah, surprisingly, Jackal got to input him like at a specific setup I got, so I had to learn it too. Yeah, last time it was a game 5 situation between these two players, so there we go. Strong round start by Turb, forcing a burst.
A lot of emotions in that set, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks like FP is a completely different person, though. He completely changed up his playstyle for better, for worse. It's looking like it's working right now, though.
Oh my God, nice Mega Fist. And those are the reads that Turb has to do. Oh, he tried to go for the reversal command grab. That should have been a punish. Nice. We got some stagger pressure. Nice Mega Fist.
FP press.
Oh, there it is. The knockdown that he needs. Oh, big miss input there. Purple RC. Yeah, one more knockdown. He's fishing for it. No burst, no yellow. Oh, there it is. What's he going to be? Strike throw. Goes for the 2K mash. Nice. So as you see right there, he went for the RC backed up, try to bait out a burst. Good discipline by Turb. Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. We're going into it. Good burst. And it's not over yet. One good knockdown could be a scary situation. Yeah, he's going to have to get some sort of command grab to open him up. Oh, drops the combo. Yeah, he's just waiting for that one good read. Good patience. Oh, there it is. Good patience. He got to burst. Got to be careful he doesn't get him a gold burst in the situation. Mega Fist. Ooh.
Saving the burst for the final round. It's looking like Turb is not going to get his burst anytime.
Oh, Mega Fist. Oh, a big whiff. I guess from max range, it whiffs. Oh, nice. Matchup knowledge gets the knockdown. Caught him trying to backdash. Slight head. Yeah, I like this decision. It's going to... Nice. Try to bait out possible 6P there. Uh-oh. What the?
It was a cross up into the backwards.
Let me find out Potemkin got mix-ups, bro. Doing chip like cross-ups and stuff. I'll be freaking out.
calls in a mini Potemkin assist.
And that's what makes this matchup really difficult. Not only the long normals, because that's negative 21, and Potemkin can't punish it. One good command grab can do it. Heavily Potemkin Buster. Oh my God, that would have been so clutch. That was his moment. He had the meter to do it too. Oh Lord, bro, that would have been such a godlike. There we go. Turb's in there. Turb had enough right now. Oh, that's like a big input error.
Yeah.
Yeah, FP's definitely trying to close this out. Got a good lead. Go for the mix-up. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if I agree with that burst into the command grab.
Here comes the TK loops.
Yeah, this
1,
man
2.
is...
Gets the 6K. Wall break. No knockdown, so he just does his normal. Dash
Caught him
away.
pressing a button. Oh, there it is. This is one more read. It's going to be strike throw. Are we going to get a burst bait? Yeah, he's not going to burst. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Out of
worked.
range.
No. Patience, patience, and just like that gets clipped with the overhead. As you can see, he's just sizing. Whoa.
That's the thing about Garuda that makes it so good versus any DP in general. You can do it from so far away.
From downtown.
I've never seen Axel be dodged by it though.
Right? Goes for the 50-50. It chooses to escape there.
No JS, so he just started running up doing close slashes.
Yeah, that's what the condition. He went with the left-right mix, and he just needs one more round. What is this? What is this? This is on purpose. I thought it was like an input here, but he's doing...
This
Oh,
is
we
the new play
staggering?
style he was
Yeah.
talking about.
This should be checkmate right here.
Yeah. Tried to FD it, but he got hit because he had his head down.
I'm going to have a talk with him. What is that mix-up, bro? Is it? I think because he does it backward, that's +3, so I don't know. He probably found something.
The JD, and then he probably buffers it.
Yeah. That can't be no input error. He did it 2 times. Oh, nice defense. Oh, try to go for the read on the slight head. Oh, nice jump in. You got to close this distance. Uh-oh.
Nah, I didn't quite time it.
He got to be careful. FP is just trying to close this out. He's so close. Oh, why is that whiffing? Maybe he could get a gold burst?
Someone was saying it was -3, so the 6-frame grab isn't fast enough.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Walking him down. Close the distance. Oh, caught him pressing a button, and just like that, Turb is going to take it.
Nice.
That is what you call a frame trap, ladies and gentlemen.
A little bit of life coming from Turb here.
That is scary, bro. And he does have a 5-frame 2K, so he timed that perfectly, which is not easy to do. Tries to go for the hard read, 2K 2D.
Not quite capitalizing off of these heat knuckles enough. FP just slithers across the stage.
Oh, there it is, the knockdown command grab. Oh, no, we went for the 2K. That would have clipped him right there.
He's doing these heat knuckles preemptively. He almost gets the jump every time.
There it is. This is what he needs. It's so scary.
Letting FP get away with murder here.
Good patience. And closes the distance.
Oh, tech.
Yeah, that's tech. Like you said.
He just didn't do it correctly before, but that's what he was trying to do. Both sides.
Yeah, it gives him a little bit more freedom to like see what he wants to do, a little bit more time. Oh, 6P. Oh.
Yeah. He knuckle doesn't grab nothing.
Yeah, he needs one slight hit to just close it. Oh, went for the Hail Mary, and I can't believe that hit, bro.
That's the close slash.
Oh my God. There it is. Strong start. Oh my God, that backdash was so smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, FP's been killing it with making all these reads. Because whenever you knock Axel down, you have to be right on these reads. And just like that, it's going to get these... Oh, first, going to push him full screen. Well, you could jump cancel, jump slash. I'm late. And just like that, secures it. It's going to be 3-1.
Knock the Turb out, lose the corners.
I think I'm about to get melted by May now, bro. That's a horrible matchup for Jacko. If I do this, that means 4-phase buttons is trash, bro.
He was looking on fire, but looking like he simmered down a bit.
Yeah.
Let's see if
And
they've got
his,
it.
his as well is just put island herbs for me, and then put FG for four face buttons.
I'm about to write this man as FFB, sounding like FTB. Yes, sir. Either that or I need some macros to type these names. Just losers finals. Now we're still in losers quarters.
Jack was no choke.
Trying, bro.
You say Jack?
There we go, without his signature May sweater. Herbs up against his tournament demon, four face buttons. Some Jackal versus May action. Air Pop Buster. Zeno, you're on some demonic stuff. Air Pop Buster.
I'm gonna fix four faces name.
Yeah.
You can just keep commentating. I'll take care of it.
What's up?
You can keep commentating. I'm gonna take care of it.
Thanks, man. All right, we're starting off. Jacko's immediately in the corner. Herb's struggling. The one thing that Jacko can't do is set up her servants like right in front of her very safely. She can go across the screen and stuff like that, but when she has her back against the wall, it seems like it's really hard for her to start setting up. She's got to fight her way out the old-fashioned way. I see when she's in this scenario. She can kind of dance on her opponent, do some cross-ups, do some fake-out grabs, and the world is her oyster. See, back against the wall, she needs to make a few reads or some really bad decisions and get blown up. Yeah. Four face buttons bringing it all the way back with May's amazing damage. Get tripped, get kicked, and now we're in round two. First round going to Herbs. Sorry, I got mixed up by the names. Let me switch this up real quick. Sorry about that. Herbs bringing out the first round. Honestly, four face buttons was not looking that bad there either. Just Jacko getting way too much mileage. Oh, catching her jump. Backed up. Setting up a wall. Jacko's got -2 room. He's got nowhere to go, nothing to do, and this is death? No. Jacko's got a little bit of guts. Blocks the low, gets the 5K into the trip. Servant helping her out. Not sure what that jump was about, but got the hit. No grab, gets grabbed. Jacko's in the air, four faces button is feeling himself a little bit less of a pop-off. Looks like he's all out of steam getting later into the night. Or maybe he's just not worried. Maybe Herbs has a lot to prove to four face buttons. All right, this is the big one. She's surviving, right? Yeah. See, I'm so used to seeing Axel and Chip blow up that I have so much nervousness for these players. Ooh, got the nice setup. No grabs, but just getting these high-lows. Breaks the wall right back. We're both positive around here. Optimistic. Goes for the invincible servants. Oh dear. Grabs nothing. Gets hit. That's the end of the round? No. Doesn't quite have that DLC damage. Just needs to get a little chip, and this is kind of where Jacko, I think, is the most scary, because she can attack from so many different angles and cross-ups, and almost gets hit by a 2H. Tozugeki stops low, but May's got her in the corner. Jacko needs to make a really good... Nah. Four-face button popping off, getting the nice victory. First game going to him. Sorry about that. Gets Jacko in the corner again. Negative bonus. Where are you running? You're running nowhere. You ain't got no mobility. You're taking these dolphins. Gets the backdash, but then gets the backdash meaty on the 2D. Three 2Ks in a row. Fourth one gets blown up, as does Jacko. Four-face button's feeling a lot better. Herbs needs to establish some room. Backing himself up into the corner is doing no favors. He gets put in a situation where he's just got to eat the mix-up. Honestly, I feel like Jacko in this matchup has been a lot more effective when she's mid-screen with her servants out. Either corner situation is not good because it can turn into a reversal situation so easily, so fickle. And with Jacko's not stellar damage, needs to do a lot more chip. Ah, the burst bait. Yeah, Four-Face is feeling himself. Another game. Lose quarterfinals. Herbs needs to wake up real soon. Find some sort of secret maneuver, and I think the secret maneuver is in the character select screen. Takes out the Testament. Switches games, DNF duel. Alright, teasing the crowd a little bit. Nah, going right back to Jacko. Woo. I'm not even sure if there was a stage change there. It just seemed like we just needed some time to mentally reset. Honestly, I super respect it when people go for that. This is a super fast-paced game. Especially with a character that needs to slow things down like Jacko. Sometimes it's good to slow down your mental. 2 5H's Servant. Servant goes at that weird angle after the first hit of 6K. Servant kicks. Goes right into a counter hit. Jacko's getting negative bonus, so she's not going to get any FDs on any of May's pressure coming up right here. Opting to break the wall. Opting to break the wall. Alright. Positive bonus. Gives May anything she wants to do. Alright, this round start matters a lot right here. What was that? Servant recall. Yeah, honestly, this is looking pretty grim for Earth, but it's looking amazing for Four-Face. Nice grab. Swiftiest grab I've seen. Alright, a little applause for his opponent. Four-face buttons. Four-face buttons have been in this scenario before versus a prior opponent. Goes up 2-0. Loses one game. Yep. And he gives it up. And he gives it up. Herb's having a good time. It's probably hard facing down his demon like this, but mad respect to giving his best effort. Let's see how far he can take it. Nice counter hit on the 2D. Servant's going out. So is Jacko, backdashing straight out of there. 6K, the nastiest one today. Getting all these servants across. And they all die to FS, but May gets caught by the counter hit 5H. Nice 2D again. His 2Ds are stealing life from May. Clash. Wins the clash with a 5D. End of that round. Game going to Herbs. A little bit of life. It's what you love to see. Jacko is so adorable. All right. Game number 4. Losers quarterfinals. Herbs versus Four Face Buttons. Honestly, I've just been seeing that Four Face Buttons has been respecting the heck out of Jacko's space. Kind of not just Totsugeki in for free, but rather just putting up a defensive wall, similar to what he's been doing in the previous games. Once he's got Jacko in the corner, though, just goes ham. Look at all this stuff. Command grab. Probably going to break the wall here. Free damage. Jacko isn't even that light, but May's damage does not care. Smacks him down, Totsugeki. That's the end of that round. Alright, this is actually tournament life for Herbs here. Herbs needs to dig deep. Counter hit 5H. Gets the serving.
You mind if I jump on?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
What's going on, man? And then keys.
Keys?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm pretty dude.
Heard.
Since I guess we have to do that for stream, you know?
Alright, this is tournament life for Herbs.
Yep.
Versus Four Face Buttons. Bracket Demon. He honestly took a nice game.
Oh, that's a good air throw, though.
That was actually the first air throw this whole time.
Mhm.
He just had to do that in his soul. No health. Yeah, May's just gonna run right forward.
Yeah.
Four Face Buttons feeling himself. Pulls it through.
And it
3-1.
looks like FP will be coming up.
FP.
Yep.
This is
So-
my first time commentating.
Yeah.
Do you know who's sponsored? Because I keep messing it up.
So, like, by Flynn?
Yes.
Oh, Fourface, Creator, Marvello,
Marvello.
and Turb.
Okay.
So Turb's out.
Yeah.
Fourface is still in. And Marvello's still in.
All right. So now we got FP versus Four Face.
Mm-hmm.
FP, I love you. You're just 2 letters. It is losers finals, right? Or final? Losers semifinals.
Semis.
Okay, semis.
Yeah. I didn't want to state for sure. Nice work on the computer, by the way.
What's up?
Nice work on the computer there.
Yeah, I learned it all tonight, but I haven't gotten off commentary.
I see. Congratulations.
I used to do this for other games as well, but I never had to do all this stuff.
Right.
I think the thing that's mixed me up the most, though, was learning all the players.
Yeah. Are you new to gear?
This is my first time being here, first time commentating, first time everything.
Wow.
First time meeting you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
I'm Mayo's practice partner / LeMayo.
Oh, okay. Dude, I love LeMayo.
Yeah.
I love him.
Golden heart, horrible personality. Anyways, all right, getting into game 1, Four Face Buttons versus FP.
Ooh, okay. I like that that run under from the Axel 5P. Yep. And then / with punish. I think the biggest thing you're going to see here is a lot of anchor and sickle interactions. Like a lot of like the sickle whiffing and then getting caught by the anchor, or the anchor being caught by the sickle. You know, it's a very whiff punish heavy matchup, I think.
Yeah, honestly, I've been seeing a lot more of defensive play as the day went on. A lot more defensive play from Four Face Buttons.
Yeah.
Same thing with FP. FP started pressing buttons, just mashing, at the beginning, especially versus Potemkin, of all characters, just stuffing out all the approaches, and now he's doing a lot more reactive things.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate burst. Burst a little too high on that combo.
Yeah. Four-face needs to mellow out here, or just turn the heck up. Because FP is a very aggressive Axel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I like that about his play. I just think that, you know, there's some times where he can sit back a little more, you know?
Yeah.
I think like here, you have 50 meter, right? You have the life lead, just sit back. And obviously, well,
Nice.
unless you just mix them.
First one going to FP. All right. That was the first game, though.
Yeah, first game.
We still got plenty of ways to go.
And again, the biggest thing that keeps Mei in this matchup, I think, is the fact that just the explosive damage, right?
Yeah. I love that animation from Mei when he's pulling her. She looks like she's slipping.
Yeah.
Love that. All right. She just dashed under that. That's so unfortunate.
Wow.
That was catching Gold Lewis in the face. No, not that one. 6K. Meanwhile, she can just low profile under his. My God.
You know, the thing that's so interesting about Mei is that, like, oh, that's a gold
Really good
burst.
gold burst. Yeah. I think he reacted to that.
He's gonna eat some damage here, but with this wall break,
No meter, so he's not dead.
yeah.
Axel definitely would have died from the super there.
With this wall break, he's just gotta play safe. Oh, I don't know if I agree with that 5P.
Yeah.
Like, he had 100 meter, he could have PRC'd it, you know, and just waited to see what Dave was gonna do, or Four Face was gonna do, right?
Yeah.
I just think FP is getting a little antsy here, you know?
Yeah. Don't know too much about the players or histories. Just kind of have the tail on the
Right.
tape for today. So
Yeah.
don't know who everyone's demons by heart. Don't know everyone's play styles, but just going based on what I see. I know a lot of people here, especially
Yeah.
in the chat, are veterans and love all these people.
Oh, we got Ivan, Zeno. Let's go.
Yeah.
Mark Fafnir, let's go.
That amazing
Oh.
dodge on the 2S, actually. Oh,
Wow.
my God.
Nice.
Popped 3 times by counters.
That is the Axel special shimmy. Like, run up, you think they're gonna throw you because they're just running forward, and then do rainwater because you're airborne.
All right. Both characters really excel at chipping each other out, so honestly, this can go either way. It's actually a really tight scenario.
Oh, mad unfortunate.
That was, oh no, going into the last round like that?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. You can just beat the heck out of
Ooh.
Axel.
I think that command grab was a little too early because I don't think it even had the chance to catch him.
Stranger danger, disaster in paradise. I don't know the lore, so this is some wacky stuff. Some Waluigi with his piranha plant type of stuff. What the heck? All right.
It was a big confirm
6
though.
inch. Yeah. No, this is beautiful. One more catch and this is done. Doesn't matter that he lost his burst.
Yeah.
No. I like the dash up block, but didn't catch anything after that 6K miss. Amazing.
Oh wow! Is that gonna kill him?
It would have killed.
It would have killed if it picked up, but
Axel's built like a snowflake. He would have died.
I mean that was a smart super there because he knew that FP had been doing rainwater there, so he's like, I'm just gonna call it out, you know. However, if FP builds this meter, that might be a little scary. Yeah.
That's a no. Yeah.
And he's dead.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to get close enough for the close slash. All right, another one going to FP. Honestly, four-face button's looking a lot better there, though. That's why, like I said, first game, it's kind of like everyone getting associated, especially the player that is just playing against his owner.
Right.
Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but
I mean, I feel like, you know, when you're playing against those classic zoners, like Axel, Zato, you know, like you have to get a feel.
Oh my god.
You have to get a feel for like how they're going to use that character's normals, right? Like, am I going to play an Axel that's going to 5P me every time I air dash? Or am I going to play an Axel that's going to look for sniping me with 2S, you know?
That on top of all of the normals, what was it? all the normal set play, like
Yeah.
learning when they grab, learning when they
Right.
go for defensive options.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, they blow up.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you're Axel against May, you guess wrong pretty much once, and you could be on your way to losers bracket.
Yeah.
This is a big conversion, though.
Losers bracket, though, I believe they're already in losers.
Currently, they're already in
straight out of-
losers.
straight out
So,
of the tournament.
unfortunately,
It's looking like Fourface is playing much better as it's going long, but he's just not
I mean-
quite getting there fast enough.
yeah, he's also up around. I don't.
No, that's fine because he's at no health. He's going all in.
Yeah. Oh. I mean,
All
just do it again. Why
Nah,
not? Why not?
I respect the this. He has a slither of health. It just needs to be right once,
Right.
and that's one going to Fourface.
I wonder if he was. I might be projecting, right?
Yeah.
But I wonder if he was trying to go for like a chip kill or something, or just trying to like apply some pressure on the wrist gauge.
He just wanted it. He just wanted it really badly. I don't think. I think all he was just seeing red.
I think he just channeled the dolphin brain, you know?
Yeah. That was definitely a nervous burst, but regardless, I super respect the decision.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs to slow down because
Yeah.
that's also what lost him the first game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the first couple, really.
Actually, I think he won that. Whatever.
Well,
Point
FP,
is,
FP,
it's
yeah.
a grim situation. Don't want to forcefully put yourself.
Wow, just
Delay, blocked it, didn't get anything. Still, look at that burst meter.
He really went for that just to get the burst.
I believe Herbs was on here earlier. He said that the intentional delay is really, really strong
Yeah.
from Fourface buttons today. Nice.
Wow, a little too far there. Unfortunate. Did notice that he was getting FD'd out. Wow, go under the 5P.
The quick FDs to avoid any chip damage.
Fourface still has his burst here, you know, in case anything, the situation comes up, but
Really good cross up.
I don't know if it's going to happen here. Now
the
both
death-
characters don't have meter.
The death sickles coming from every direction.
Mm-hmm.
Negative bonus. Oh no.
Ooh, nice jump. Very good reaction. Oh, no.
Let's go.
Fourface, let's go.
Yeah, look at Fourface. All right, hands on the controller. All right, let's go.
Oh, no. This
You
is going
won
to be a
one
big
round.
combo.
Look at their burst gauges, though. They're both getting their burst in the next, like, 30 seconds. If they last that long.
It might take Dave a bit longer, but
Yeah.
I mean, the important thing is that right now in this round,
Oh,
FP just built his meter, so he has.
OTG. What happened?
I imagine that was
We got a
super.
6H. Or, no, what is even the input? Oh, no.
I don't
he
remember what
lost
button it's
that.
on. He
No,
lost
that's-
off that. That's mad unfortunate.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's
good stuff to Fourface buttons, actually getting the punish.
Of course.
And actually, like, capitalizing.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to feel it for FP there. That-
You do have to feel it. And I think the biggest thing, again, that we mentioned that someone's talking about in the chat is, yeah, like the explosive nature of May. Like, she gets that one hit into RC and she can just juggle you forever. This is really scary.
This is a game 5 potential reverse 3-0. Life on the line for these two players.
Oh, yeah. Okay, FP made the best of that situation, made Dave burn his meter.
The farthest 6K I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
This is not looking good for Fourface, though. He needs to kind of slow down a bit here. He's throwing too many haymakers to where
Reversal super out of that. That's going to hit.
he's getting caught being aggressive, basically.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Nice damage. Nice.
Oh, nice. I like the RC back to make sure if he bursts, you bait it.
Oh,
Wow. That's actually really big.
that evens things up almost. Both their health and their actually.
I think this
they
is
got his burst meter
dead.
bad fast.
Yeah.
Still going to the next round with his burst on
Mm-hmm.
deck. Fourface buttons is definitely not happy though.
I think you have to take that advantage, though, right? Oh, this is going to be big damage.
Especially if it kills him here. No, didn't get the meter in time.
Yeah, and again, like, without burst, right? What can Axel do? Like, you eat one big, really heavy combo. Oh, my God.
And no, he did not red RC.
He's got 100 meter and building more.
That is, he's saving it for
Yep.
next round, I guess. Yeah. All right, game 5, round 3. Bursts are almost on deck. These guys are ready. Heavy dolphin. Nah, you can't.
Yeah.
Heavy golfing
Still
again.
plus.
Still try to jump.
Jump back.
Jump back, yeah.
I like it, seeing, players back off when they have the advantage in the corner and just see, like, if my opponent presses something, I want to smack them for it. I think that's going to be game.
That, yeah. Oh. No. 4 face buttons, yeah, he's out.
Unfortunate finish for 4 face buttons. Played really well. Came back to that set from down 2.
No, he did amazing there.
Yeah, I think he did really well, like, closing the distance, right, to Axel. I think that, it really felt to me like Dave, 4 face buttons was really, like, antsy with his burst.
Yeah.
He would get hit once and immediately burst. When against Axel, right, the sickles don't all have the same hurt boxes. So there are multiple attacks that are pretty much burst safe by that regard.
Oh, my bad.
And because of that, like, that safety net that Axel has from burst, you have to really, really, like, learn the interactions on, like, which combos can I burst, which one should I save it for. And again, like, if they're doing Axel Bomber, like, all right, I gotta get out of here. This is gonna make me explode, right?
I gotta get out of here. All right, Turb. Now you're gonna have to remind me again. Is Turb?
Yes, he is Flynn's gaming sponsor.
All right. It'll come, I promise. I'll get these down, just not right now.
Of course. No, it takes time.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is losers quarter still, or where are we?
This is losers final? Yes.
Losers finals, already.
All right, Geo versus Axel. So Creator, a pretty frequent attendee here. Very good, obviously sponsored. I'm going to be interested to kind of see whether FP can continue his momentum or not. I think he's been playing pretty well, but I don't know if that aggression is going to get him where he wants to be against Geo. Plus. So we're seeing a lot of just, dancing around, especially in the corner, right? With Axel, you don't have a ton of escape options, so you just kind of have to hold and then see when you have your biggest opportunity. However, he's not going to get one here.
All right, round start. Let's see what happens. The calmest jump into a 2P. Creator's looking right at home here.
Wow, did you see the IB FD on Wake Up to make the dash from Giovanna like harder to convert off of?
Wow. FB's been on like a constant. I mean, obviously coming from losers, he's going to play more. But man, he has been both on stream and against these really fast-paced characters so often. Coming straight off of May, coming straight off of. I believe he played against Marvello earlier.
Right, coming off a chip.
Yeah.
I will say it's kind of interesting how similar, the matchups that are, I guess, like fighting those Giovanna and.
Yeah, well, he was dying, so. Still, that was a free, like, hit me! All right, first game going to Creator.
You hate to see those burst whiffs that just happen from, like, bursting at the wrong height.
Yeah.
Because technically, wow, those IBFDs are, like, actually really on point.
Nice. Nope, not nice. You were too high, and
Good burst bait.
It all hurts.
Unfortunate drop, though.
This is actually a button check. Mid-set. Yeah, honestly, I don't quite agree. You're in the corner and all this happening. Yeah.
Right, and you're so low on life. Geo still has 50 meter. She has a lot of health too, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I think the mental strain is still in FP.
I really do think FP needs to slow down a little bit here. I think he's playing a little too hot.
Yeah.
Especially with Axel, right? You have so much that you can do to play patient, right?
Yeah. Honestly, throughout the night, watching Creator play, obviously for the first time for me.
Yeah, of course.
He plays so calmly. He like stalks
Yes.
the opponent. He doesn't really do anything that's like wild or out there sort of thing. He just kind of
Right.
does consistent. I'm gonna 6-tier jump ins. I'm gonna poke when I need to with my 5H.
Right. I'm gonna, run up and DP you if you're in the air.
Yeah.
Gio just is a character that
Like
really
that.
excels. Oh, I mean,
No,
we're
that's
just
great.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, the meter advantage is so big there with the health. It's really hard to like even navigate, to like problem solve that risk reward as Axel.
Another game going to creator. See, it feels like this is such like a not a back and forth, but like it doesn't feel like FP is getting destroyed. He just
Yeah. I mean, to me, it really feels like he's losing one interaction and then being set played, right?
yeah.
And I mean, that's kind of the nature of Guilty Gear as a game, but
Yeah, well, this is where we see Axel melt. All right. You were saying?
I guess mostly just that, like, the nature of Gear.
All right, well, no Guts. Guts was left in Britain.
Was there, like, there wasn't even any, like, risk, right?
Yeah.
I did not expect that to kill.
Didn't have his tea for the day. Jesus.
I just wasn't ready.
All right, sorry, I'm still reeling, but
No, you're okay. That's, wow. Nice mash. I like that 5K mash there on the airborne combo.
I think that was a
this
grab,
hits.
yeah.
Oh, no.
whenever I see someone standing up during the super flash, I was like, that's a grab.
Mm-hmm.
No way you weren't blocking low because everyone down backs in this game. Nice. Ooh. First really solid coming from FP.
Yeah, very solid round. I think he, I think it's interesting the way FP uses 6H because I really feel like he uses it almost like a rock, paper, scissors tool, Like he's using it to jump at you with an overhead, and if it hits, he just backs off. He doesn't try to combo it, right?
Yeah. He's getting punished here and there, but I think it's it's gotten him gains and losses.
Yeah,
Like you said, a mix-up tool.
right, exactly.
Such is the nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's been a lot of in this few
just-
rounds, and that's over.
I
See if he
don't
gets it.
know.
No?
Yeah, no.
Oh man, wow.
This is actually not that great because now you're going back to neutral against Geo.
Man, time stop to just punch them in the face once. All right, did the little wave bounce
Wow.
thing, and it's over. Okay, there it is.
FP played again,
Really good pickup from him.
very good pickup, but also just sitting back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let Geo come to you. You're building meter in positive. Just wait,
That's one on the board for FP. Looks good. Looks good.
I also really like his FD usage. I just think he should probably maybe mash faster out of it.
FP.
Yes,
Yeah.
FD. Because he's getting all the distance he needs off the FD attempts, right?
Oh, that was honestly, FP started the night using that so much, stopped
Mm-hmm.
using it, and that's the first time I've seen it just do wonders.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say nice, but Giovanna did not breathe.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunate snipe there. Now FP is gonna be in the corner.
Yeah, 2D into I get to choose your career for you.
Yep. So that situation is pretty messed up. Like you jump out of the grab from Geo in the corner, right? She PRCs forward and does her DP spin, right? The upper body and pretty much like where her hands are, everything is invulnerable, right? And so if you try to air throw it, because you think they're going to try to air throw you for jumping their throw, you just get blown up by the DP.
Nice. I mean, nice for Geo.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, who do you play?
I play Chip.
Okay.
I'm currently a disciple of Marvello's.
Ah,
However, do I play as well as him? Definitely not.
definitely not. And that's the third game going to Creator.
Creator with a
Somber finish for sure.
yeah, I feel like that was a pretty quick game 3.
That was like a quiet letdown. Oh, look, he's happy. All right, he's celebrating. He's getting support. I was going to say it was like a very quiet takedown. And I believe... So we're going to get grands now.
This should be Grands, and it's Creator and Marvello.
That just came right off the tongue for you. I imagine this happens a lot.
Actually, it has. No. It's this is a pretty common Flynn's Gaming Guilty Gear Strive bracket finale. For a few weeks now, we've seen Creator and Marvello go at it, and I think this is honestly one of the most fun matchups to watch in this game.
We already saw it, I believe, in winners finals. So you just get more of the same for the most part. I'm like, oh wait, they could switch characters, but who knows?
Both of these players are pretty much solo mains, I think. But I think that it's just this matchup is really crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you blink once and neutral's over.
All right, going straight into it. Oh my God, his name.
Wow, that was.
All right, going straight into the action, straight to the corner is Chip DPing. I seen earlier that Marvello has been really stingy with the DPs. Oftentimes his opponent baits it out, and then they just get reversal, grabbed right into the corner.
Right.
He just dashes up with his chip speed and just. And honestly, Marvello's use of the corner is disgusting. Quite literally.
The thing that I think Marvello does the best is I think he is not. I mean, I don't want to say better than anyone on a super national level, but I think he's one of the best chips at using chip strike throw mix-ups.
Honestly.
What we're gonna see a lot here is a lot of these safe jumps to get initial pressure started, but once he's in,
that happens.
Once Chip is in and he's building meter, you have to look out for really dangerous options like 6K into RC, which is an overhead that's pretty fast. You also have to look for, Chip's 2K, a run-up grab, right? There's so much to look for. Wow. That GODP is actually, really important for this matchup because it, oh, what a burst bait. GOZP. After chip sweep or the 2H, Geo can just DP for free, at reversal timing, because if Chip recas and it jails, nothing comes out. But if Chip decides to do clone or an alpha blade, it gives him a combo.
So it's a nice option select.
Right, it's a pretty
That's
nice.
Quite a specific option select for this matchup, but.
Right, yeah. It's pretty specific, but I think you're gonna be surprised how often it comes up between these two, because these two have been I think they've been pushing the matchup, However, Marvello taking this early lead going into super.
Giovanna doesn't work for this president. Man.
Oh,
honestly, it's so hard.
It's really hard. Those delays even caught the jump there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really hard to get out once Chip is started. That's gonna be a bombo. Oh no, unfortunate drop. Creator finally getting his turn here, and that's a really good pickup. That's a lot of damage on Chip.
Yeah, wow.
I think he's potentially dead.
Yeah, he's dead, I think. Oh, barely. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The -2 guts still came out for him. I think he's actually a negative in guts, by the way.
Well, it's actually funny because Chip has. I think he has
you're a Chip player. So
I think he has decent guts, but he has bad defense modifier.
I thought he had bad both. He had negative guts.
No.
Not even a joke.
No. Zato has 0 guts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zato is the flimsiest character in the game.
Heard.
But Chip is pretty up there. It's just that you'll be amazed how much he gets to survive at that last pixel, right?
Heard. What was it? And then I know for the most effective health is Anji with
Really?
an okay defense modifier, but the highest guts.
Oh, he is indeed Japanese, so
Yes.
you can't argue with that.
It gets a really good mileage, surprisingly. He's fatter than a lot of the heavies.
Wow, that was a huge call out.
The camera didn't know where to look. Oh my God.
No, unfortunate, but that's a big.
He was in the air, but I think he thought he was too far away. This is a very nice.
Nice. And again, he saw the 2D. He's like, you better not delay this. I'm gonna DP.
All right.
Right.
Creator, Jesus.
Creator. I mean, even in winners final, it was super close. Last hit, last round, right?
When I saw the death flash, I thought that was Marvello getting the win. I thought he like got a 6P off or something.
All right. Marvello with a DP, reversal DP that worked out there, and it got him a lot of space, but
This is hard. This is hard to commentate. There's a lot happening at once.
it's a very fast matchup.
They're jumping over each other.
Nice jump out of the command throw.
It's a lot of like 2K 2D, run up 2P. A lot of like brawling, like straight up.
And that's kind of the nature of these characters. The best range they have is in the same range.
Yeah,
Because,
and they
like-
both can get in that effective range so well. It's like the main reason you play these two characters is for their speed, so you can weave in and out of these giant normals that these characters have.
The thing is, though, the nuance of the matchup,
Oh,
wow, that
no,
was
you're
such
dead.
a call out on the mash.
That was, wow. Just a quick, like, back up a little bit, 5H.
And this is the nuance, right? Because Geo, it has such high damage, and Chip has low health, right? I think Chip definitely has the better mix-up, right? And he also has, like, the true Dragon Punch reversal. But Geo just, can spend some meter and get some big kills. This is scary, though, and he decided to meaty. He's dead.
Nice.
Mike,
All right, two really solid rounds from Creator just kind of closes that out.
yeah. Creator, making sure that, like, look, I'm going to gamble on this situation. I don't think you're going to, bait this. I think you're going to go for your meaty.
Yeah. Apologies again. This is Grand Finals, and Creator is in losers. He's looking to bring it back, though, against Marvello.
Looking to have a reset here. I mean, he's up 2-1, and wow. Yeah, that's a rough situation to be in.
All right.
Chip has so much mix, and with meter, he can convert, but so can Giovanna. That counter hit in this knockdown is going to be huge. Is he going to? No way.
No, not a
Okay.
kill. No, like, I'm confused because, like, I think 5D is her strongest wall break, so maybe she could have.
I mean, perhaps.
She got like a
right, right.
6H, and I'm not sure how strong that is relative.
Right,
it might be like
right,
a number
right.
off. And like you said, Chip surviving. Chip's
Yeah, Chip with that last bit of wannabe Japanese guts.
sees the simulation, sees that there's a chance.
Oh, yeah. This is what I mean. Like, Marvello has these really tight, very optimal Oki setups, right? They're true 50-50s. You have to react to that D-flash. But, he also just is willing to, do the safe jump and then throw you. Because you're trying to block whatever he's doing.
Oh my lord!
That's
That was like he took a page out of the creator's book. Just
Yeah.
run up, do your meatiest move,
right.
biggest counter hit move.
Ooh,
And
100 meter
that's
though. He's
good.
gonna cancel this.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Back up.
I thought I saw
What a
5P
5P anti-air. I can't believe he got that. That's not the round.
No, it is.
it is.
But that's not the game.
That's not the game though.
All right. A lot of like P chains into 6P, into a special move. That's just a lot of what I'm seeing from these two, just kind of getting each other's faces.
Right.
God.
Oh,
Especially after playing through such a long tournament, I'm surprised that they can actually keep the mind space for these quick interactions.
Right, for like the pace of decision making, right?
Yeah. If you take out all the health bars and all the stream setup, this is like an amazing trailer.
That was an incredible chase from Creator and the OTG.
OTG.
We got a reset.
Reset.
Marvello currently going back to character select to, take a breather, but, I bet he's, currently preparing the, I was playing Elden Ring all weekend.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of people have been playing all of that.
We're getting the music and the color change from both characters. Stage change? Okay.
All right. Grand Finals reset. Marvel versus Creator. Honestly, like I've been saying before, Creator just doesn't really do anything super flashy, not as a slight to him, but just more so like, not even like he's, suffocating his opponent, but just more so he's just having a bunch of good interactions, one
Yeah.
after another.
I definitely agree. And again, like,
Wait,
I
they
think.
reverse colors? That's funny.
Oh, what I was going to say is that I think Giovanna's advantage in this matchup, right, is mostly that her damage is so consistent off of any starter, right? She really can just like, take anywhere between 30 to 40% of Chip's health off of pretty much anything.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is you just have to play patient until Chip gives you that opportunity. And unfortunately, Chip is one of those characters that, can force you into some hard situations.
Oh, the classic. But doesn't get it. You need to
Yeah.
mash that button to get the FS there.
Okay, I could be tripping, but my eyeballs saw Marvello in the startup of RC, and he was trying to RC forward, and I think he just did a little bit late. Minor executional mistake, but it really cost him.
Yeah.
Again, when you're playing Chip, those mistakes are going to cost you big if you get counter hit, especially.
I definitely feel it sometimes with Chip, because like the thing is, when I'm talking about matchups, when it comes to Chip, and I know I'm going to sound like a scrub pro when it comes to this, but Chip, you can just like try.
Yeah.
You have like 1 in 4 chance of hitting him, and if you hit him, he melts.
Right.
Especially with a character like Soul, like Giovanna, like Anji. So many of these
May.
characters will
May.
will melt you. So against an inexperienced Chip, you will just like you don't really need to learn the matchup. You just need to learn when is best to go and shoot your shot.
Right. I mean, more than anything, like, especially in this matchup, if you watch Creator play, he's going to be punishing a lot of special cancels
Yes.
from Marvello. Because that's the place, I think, where Chip is the weakest in this matchup, Eventually, he has to cancel into a special off of 2D and 2H and other buttons, but...
And try to reset, yeah.
Right, and try to reset the situation. But Giovanna, right, can capitalize off those situations really well if they only guess right once or twice. And, I think that also Creator is making a big conscious effort to, I think fight back really hard when Marvello is trying to take his turn back, right there, for example, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I think against the more experienced player of Marvello, when he sees that you're trying to like force a counter like that, or force your way out of Chip's pressure, he'll just lock you in, and that's why he gets these people in the corner and keeps them there for 3 years, their entire college tuition.
Oh, wow. Got that combo off the trade. That's good. I mean...
Marvello's still thinking about Elden Ring PvP right now. Aren't we all? He's also thinking of KOF like me, so he thinks it does a roll button. All right. Switched it to the corner. So this is what I love about Marvello. He constantly will switch a situation where you try to beta beat DP, where you tried to think there was a reset, and no matter what the kind of hit, the grab, the command grab, or just the alpha blade, he'll switch you, and now you're in the corner.
That's an unfortunate drop there. Or I guess like misplaced burst.
Lost damage and potentially the combo.
This is dead, for sure. Yep. Creator up 2-0. Okay, I know this is your first time, so I just want to give some precedent. Like, Creator has not won a Flynn's against Marvello. I think in like...
He's giving me a half smile. I think I can see all the happiness on his face. That's determination.
You can see the evil grin beginning on him.
Yeah. Is he the villain? Is that what's happening?
No, he's... I mean, I don't know who's the villain here. Both these players are great people, but, Marvello definitely, has come onto Flynn's commentary and been like, I want someone to beat me, please. Like, please step up your game and beat me.
Yeah.
Creator
Well,
backing
Mr.
off.
Tanuki, man, you're getting your wish. You are being mixed. Mr. Tanuki, man. It's not even a Tanuki. It's just like a weasel he has in his pocket. Dragon Quest.
The Dodo Mitsuki hero. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but I imagine it was.
Yeah.
Gotta look. Marvello getting greedy here with some of these command grabs.
6K, first one in a while, into an RC, into the wall ride combo. That's so much damage off of just a simple 6K. I believe that's the most damage that Chip can get off of a combo, right? The wall ride?
Yeah, there's a ton of nuance to the wall routes, but pretty much,
It's like his optimal ender.
it's his optimal punish, and that is grand finals. Creator, Flynn's gaming creator, Giovanna, taking that match. Marvello and Creator looking afterwards. These two are good friends as well as that. Marvello really taught Creator how to play, fighting games at a super high level. So, very good moment to see kind of, again, the student, matching pace with the teacher. Because, I mean, think about it, 3-1 and the original grand final set, and now 3-0. It was pretty convincing.
It was convincing, and for the most part, it's that I couldn't see that it was any obvious mistakes coming from Margate. It was more so just solid play, like I was saying, throughout the entire thing from Creator. Good stuff.
Very good stuff to Creator.
Do you want to interview one of them?
Perhaps. I can.
Do that here? I don't know.
Okay. I actually don't know if we normally interview the winner, but.
I mean, today has to be an exception.
Okay,
regardless.
sure.
All right. Well, it's been fun, everyone. It's my first time here. I'm going to get off now. My name is Keys. Thank you all for having me, honestly. It's been a nice first experience here. See y'all.
Okay.
I'll end it. I'll
Okay.
close it out.
Cool.
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Alrighty, well, y'all, that concludes tonight's tournament. The Marvello Supremacy is over. Good stream. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I do want to ask you guys that are watching the stream, how's the mic quality sound? Because I did upgrade the mic quality to where I'm using my podcast mixer for the microphones instead of the usual headsets. So I just wanted to make sure that the audio sounds nice and clean and crisp, and everyone, it just sounds good on stream. So I just wanted to, get feedback on that for those that are watching and whatnot. So any comments? Appreciate quality was good. There was a lot of background noise from other games. Many put together keys. Okay. Yeah, because the TV right over here on the stream setup, I had the volume up so that way people can hear it. But I'll that's easy. I just have to just lower the volume for that. But other than that, y'all, I think commentators just got to get closer. Yeah, like I try to tell the guy, like, yo guys, when it comes to these microphones, they're not like the other ones. You really, really need to get like close to it. Or if I just took off the little filter thingy, then you should hear me even a lot better. But either way. But still, nonetheless, great tournament. Shout out to Creator and Marvello, especially Creator for officially ending Marvello Supremacy. Like, it is now officially over. We're now in a new era of Creator, so yeah, tournament's over. So with that being said, like to thank y'all for watching and tuning in, and yeah, we will see you guys. Agree. Fix the problem. I propose banning May from all future tours. Yo, Omega, I don't know if we can do that now. But I do. Oh, and before I go, I do want a shout out to Why Not Voidberg and Aviator FGC for following. Thank you so much for following the Flynn's Gaming FL Twitch channel. Greatly appreciate it. And for those that are new here, go ahead and if you haven't already subscribed, greatly help support the local scene here, and of course the commentators. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. You guys have a good night. And for Tuesday, we will have Tuesday Night Casuals, and I believe Friday we're having a Mario Kart 8 tournament. So I'm not going to be here to run that one per se, but yeah. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good night. I will see you guys on the next one, which will be either Tuesday Night Casuals and Smash. So y'all have a good night. Laters.